I hope you brought your loved ones around because it's Valentine's week here on WTP Esports. Here to get us started is Luke and Load and Canceled Zach.
All right, welcome everybody. I think So Peachy just called me Luke and Load and canceled Zach. Is that what I heard? Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting stream. Hyped for the first kickoff though of our amateur scene, the mid-tier league. Not quite the pro, one step up from academy though. It should feature some hype action today, including our first matchup, Resilience versus regular gamers, but we'll get to that. And first, I just want to introduce our amazing casters and staff here today. So let's start with Canceled Zach. Can you hear us? Can you say hello?
Hello. Yeah, I'm used to my cancellations. It's fine. It's whatever.
You're okay with your cancellations? It's you don't even get mad about it anymore?
It's basically what I signed up for when I became a Twitch streamer. So.
Fair enough.
Basically what I signed up for when I...
Fair enough. All right, after that we got, of course, Swift back from all the way from Season 2 commentating. How's it going, Swift?
Going good. Feels good to be a better junior player than IPS. Feels good.
Oh my gosh. The BM between staff already, okay?
All right, man. We'll see once you get into +2 or +0.
Okay. All right. Speaking of IPS, why don't you introduce yourself for those who didn't get a chance to watch the Academy VOD. We saw you do some commentating last week, but why don't you say hello as well?
Some emergency commentating, but yeah. Hello, everyone. Name's Ips. I'm Irish, and that's it.
Wait, do you actually go by Ips or IPS?
I mean, Ips, IPS, it doesn't really matter. Both are pretty much the same.
Okay, sweet. Well, welcome everybody. And as you guys get here in the chat, go ahead and say that you're here, dropping emote, whatever you want to do. Say hello, and we'll get to some of the hype action today. Have you guys... I guess some of you guys are on stream for that, but have you guys seen any of the Academy or Pro League action yet? Any of you guys can answer.
And yeah, I've watched it. It was pretty hype, especially the Eternal game.
The Eternal Astro, is that what we're going with? The most hype matchup so far?
That was definitely the most hype matchup.
I think that was pretty hype.
Yeah, that was the only matchup that didn't end in a sweep, correct?
And amateur,
Yeah, pretty much.
Amateur, yeah.
Pro though had Friends versus Psycho, and that was really good too.
That was really close.
That was a close game 5. Whether you want to chalk that one up to DCs or not, that's up to you. But I think it was actually pretty close, despite even though there's some DCs.
In my opinion, Friends does have the edge on Psycho, but Psycho themselves are definitely like a really good team and really good players. So maybe without the DCs, I think Psycho could have still brought it to game 5, but we'll never know, I guess.
We'll never know, I know. But today we have some hype action as well, so I think it's time maybe we go ahead and take a look at all the teams that are going to be in the amateur league here today. So let's look at the standings, even though, of course, right now all of them are 0-0. At least you can see the team names here on the screen. We have Resilience, Red Sun, Regular Gamers, Kraken Warriors, Symphony, Tint Supremacy, West Broadway Grillers, OWO Gang, and Xylo all up here on the board. And, of course, already... Week 1, we haven't seen any teams. This is the point where I make you guys be put on the spot. And predictions, guys. Who's going to take this entire league? Ready, go.
OWO Gang. 100%.
Definitely Xylo, 100%. I am confident.
Xylo. I'm 100% confident as well that Xylo is going to take the whole league.
Wow, 2 Xylos.
Xylo first, West Broadway Griller second, Red Sun third.
Wow, okay. Predictions. And Zach throwing out the OWO Gang, is that just because of the name?
Oh, whoa, what's this? Come on, they're gonna take it. Look at that. Look at their beach logo. So hot.
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's one way to do a logo is just kind of write it in the sand and then, take a picture of it. I guess I gotta hand it to them for creativity, right? Take a picture of it.
Period.
Take a picture of it. So yeah, not bad, and we'll see if you guys are right. I hear a lot of Xylo hype, but I'm sure there's some players here in the chat that might disagree with that. So if you're in the chat, if you're already here early watching the pre-show, throw in the chat who do you think is going to take the entire league. The VOD will be saved, and if you come out right, 2 months later, then you will go down in WTP history. So a lot on the line there for that kind of prediction. If you can predict something out 2 months, then I'd say you're psychic, right? I think so, right? Do you guys agree?
Or you're just mad lucky. Maybe you're just really lucky.
That could be.
You could
true.
be a psychic or a lucky like that. Yeah, depends. But I'm betting right now that Xylo is going to take it 100%, just like Swift said.
Yeah.
So
we'll
see.
Right. Well, we'll see. Let's talk about this week's schedule so we can see some of our first week matchups. Unfortunately, the only team that isn't going to be able to play today is Tent Supremacy. They had to reschedule with some their switch being broken problems. So we'll see them week 2, and we'll do a little rescheduling. That's fine. So today's schedule is actually going to be Resilience Now versus Regular Gamers, followed by Kraken Warriors versus Regular Gamers. West Broadway Grillers versus Symphony is our third matchup. Then they play again versus Xylo. And then the last matchup of the day is going to be Red Sun and Oboe Gang. And I'm curious, coming to you guys, I'll go to Swift first. Which matchup do you say is the most hype, just looking at this first week 1?
One of the two West Broadway Griller maps. It's one of the two. I think that West Broadway Grillers is a team that really just plays well together, and I think that they can definitely have good sets with Symphony and Xylo.
Yeah. IPS, what about you? What do you think is your hype matchup of the day?
I think the hype match of the day today is definitely going to be West Broadway Grillers versus Xylo. Are already, in my opinion, the two best teams in amateur, already clashing in week 1. So that's definitely going to set some things in stone for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely hyped for that set.
But guys, we're not talking about OO Gang because they're gonna sweep.
OO Gang, yeah, honestly, 3 million and 0. They don't lose a game, entire thing. They KO every game.
How dare you?
Oh my goodness. Well, I see Oboe Gang Captain Shogun Yams. I hope I'm saying that right in the chat here. So Zach, they're giving you a lot of love. I see.
Heck yeah, baby.
I agree though with IPS. It'd be interesting West Broadway Grillers versus Xylo or Symphony. If they both, either of those teams make the playoffs, it'd be kind of fun to see them in the playoffs and point back to a week 1 matchup, and that will create a lot of drama of 2 months later, how will the teams be different from one another? We'll see possibly these two big teams clashing again, and that will be 2 months down the road, so a lot of time for both teams to improve and get better. So I'm pretty hyped for that. That's a good week 1 setup, and I don't know how many matches do you guys think is going to go to Game 5 today? We have 5 matches. How many Game 5s are we going to see?
I'm looking here at the schedule. I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2. 1 or 2 are going to go to Game 5.
1 or 2.
Honestly, I don't know how much to think about Regular Gamers because I really have not seen them outside of this tournament. So I really do think that both of their matches could go to Game 5 because I think that Regular Gamers is a really even team in this league. So I think that anything can go any way with Regular Gamers.
Yeah. Well,
I really think 4 Game 5s and then a sweep from OO Gang.
A sweep from OO Gang. Is that just going to be your prediction every time?
No. I mean, well... Yeah.
Actually, I think Red Sun is going to sweep everyone. Delta, he's cracked. He's the best player in NA. I'm not going to lie to you. Delta is insane.
All right. Well, we'll get to talk about each team as we start up their matchups here soon, but a lot of a lot of close matchups. I think it doesn't look like there's going to be any huge sweeps. Maybe I can possibly see one or two, but ultimately I think it's going to be a pretty close week, especially compared to Academy, which we had a lot of wipes back and forth. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen today.
5 out of 6 of the sets were sweeps.
That's pretty insane.
But honestly, yeah, looking at the schedule, like, you're right. I don't think we're going to have... Honestly, I'm going to go off a limb here and say I don't think we're going to have one sweep today. I think we're going to have all 3 1s, 3 2s, no sweeps.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hope that happens, because I want to see hype back and forth matchups. No one wants to see a 3-0 sweep. This is a best of 5 for each series, so whatever team gets to 3 wins first, they will start off the season with a 1-0 record or a 2-0 record if they're playing twice today. So before we take a break and set up match number 1, I do want to give a couple thank yous. First, to the staff who has helped on the league. There's no way we could put 3 different leagues together, pro, amateur, and academy, and bring so much great Splatoon 2 action without all of our staff. So whether you're working on stats, or some of you guys commentating, or even streaming, thank you guys so much. You guys are legends, as Epic Spy put in the chat. Thank you so much. And so if you guys can throw in the chat some thank yous, some owas or whatever. Zach, what is it? How do I do it? Owa. If you can put some woohoos in the chat, whatever you want, to thank our staff. And then also thank you to our prize pool donators so far. If you use the donation link, 90% of that is going to go to the prize pool, or if you sub during any of these streams, $1.50 per sub will go towards the prize pool. So we're already around $55, and those will be taken up over season 3 and given to the team winners. 60% to the pro tier winner, 30% to the amateur tier winner, and 10% to the academy tier winner. So thank you to everyone who subs and donates throughout the league. Much love to you guys. We appreciate it. And as WTP Esports says in the chat, we're rich. Thank you. Oh, boy. All right. So first matchup of today will indeed be Resilience versus Regular Gamers. We're going to take a 5-minute break to get them into the lobby. So stick around, and we will see you guys right after the break for our first kickoff match of the Amateur League. See you guys in a second. All right, and we are back here for our first match of the day. We got Resilience versus Regular Gamers kicking things off. IPS and Zach, are you guys hyped out or what?
Let's freaking go, baby.
I'm pretty hyped.
All right.
Hog.
Awesome. Well, I just want to take a second to thank you all for watching here at WTP. You guys just watching the channel is so much support, even if you can't donate or sub. Just thank you for watching. And if you haven't followed, make sure you follow, because I feel it, Zach, after season 3, we are going to be over the 500 follower mark. Do you believe?
Yeah, let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Yeah.
So already today, thank you Delta, Swampert, Vesta, Simply Sam, Dan, and Shogun Yams for the follows. We're going to get to 500 this season. I can feel it. But thank you for being here today. We're going to get match number 1 up and ready to go. So let's talk about the teams that we have. First, Regular Gamers. This is their lineup. We have Team Captain Cosby with Tax, Chloe, LK, Timon, Dave, and Juno. And it looks like Cosby, Timon, Tax, and Juno are the 4 playing today. Zach, you've seen the most out of Regular Gamers. How are you feeling about them after Season 1 taking first place? Season 2, a sad tied for 3rd as they got knocked out in the semifinals. How are you feeling about their chances in Season 3?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good. They are the only team, I think, that has had their team in all 3 seasons of our Splatoon Esports. I think that's pretty exciting, and I hope that this is the season that they are able to take it. Their chances might be a little bit small, but I think they are always the guys who are able to overcome the odds again and again.
Because they're regular.
Because they are the regularist gamers we know.
Gotcha. All right. Unfortunately, it looked like a player has dropped out of the lobby, so we're going to have a little more time to set things back up here. Of course, a DC in the lobby, that's always the best one. But it'll give us a second to also talk about Team Resilience. Their team leader, of course, being the legendary Daybreak. Their team of 8, we got O Carbine, Hydra, Pan, Julian Para, 003, or 003, I'm not sure, and Rosie. IPS, anything you know about this team or any of these players that you can tell us about, or are they all new to you?
Well, I've heard of Resilience themselves. I've seen them play in some tournaments, and they've done fairly decent. The players themselves, I haven't seen them all play individually, but like I said, I've seen them around in tournaments, so I'm pretty excited to see how they're going to play together and how they're going to fare up against Regular Gamers, which, honestly, I remember last season watching Regular Gamers on stream. I didn't think there were going to be much, but they definitely did surprise me. For a team that I literally knew zero about, like, they were actually pretty solid. So I'm excited to see how this matchup is going to go.
Yeah, I think it's a test for both teams that are going to be pretty good. Regular Gamers, not quite the same lineup as last season, so we'll see how that affects them. And they've also had months to improve since last season too, so who knows if they've taken the time or not to practice and try to improve. But Resilience, I'm really excited to see. A lot of people talking about them as a good amateur tier team as well, so they definitely could make some noise here in this league, and I'm excited to see how they play. And while we set the lobby back up because of that DC, I just want to say thank you to Nikki again, who has subbed tier 1 for 3 months now. Thank you. You are amazing, Nikki. And hello, how are you doing? I missed your hello on Sunday stream, but glad that you are here. And guys, guess what? We have a 50-50% channel point split between the 2 teams. Do you guys feel like this is that even of a matchup between these 2 teams?
I mean, it kind of is, really. And personally, I put, like, all my points. I went all in. I always go all in. I went all in on points on Resilience. So how about you guys? What did you guys do with your points?
I haven't bet anything yet. I need to go. Well, I'm running the Walk the Plank. I can't bet on my.
I know you have to go to your own personal channel to bet.
I can't have a bias, right, as the Walk the Plank Esports channel. But I would be putting my money on Regular Gamers, who I think wants to come in hot even if Resilience ends up being kind of the better team in the end of the season. I think Regular Gamers is ready to come in and just kick some names and take ass.
Okay, so is who are you guys betting on? IPS, you said Resilience, and Zach said Regular Gamers. Did I catch that right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna have to break the tiebreaker then, and I'm going to predict, just because I know them a little bit more, Regular Gamers to take this best of 5. We'll see if we're right though. I'm not totally confident just because I haven't seen Resilience play, but I'm just feeling like Regular Gamers are going to come in hot from season 2. So we'll see. Walled teams pick their weapons. We do have all teams back into the lobby now, so we should be good to go there. Let's take a second to talk about the maps before we get into this first game mode here. Our maps today are going to be Gobi Arena, Splat Zones. This is the same as our Pro tier if you were here last Sunday. Skipper, Pavilion, Tower Control, Snapper Canal, Rainmaker, Mako Mart, Clam Blitz, Wahoo World, Splat Zones. IPS, your favorite map and mode out of this list?
Personally, my favorite map mode out of this list is Wahoo World Splat Zones, because I personally just do not like Gobi Arena zones, and, well, Junior's best, mode is zones. So, Wahoo World zones, definitely my favorite map this year. I would love to see a Game 5 on that map.
Yeah. Well, okay. I see a lot of hate here in the chat, so let me explain. Don't hate me. I didn't make this map list. I took the map list from our Splatoon staff, who are supposed to be all competitive players, and they gave me, here are the maps that are okay, here are the maps not okay. Randomize it, and we'll make the map list. So if you want to blame anyone, don't blame me. Okay. All right.
Hold on. I need to defend myself here. I was one of the people who made the map list here, and I was told that we should have at least one mode for like at least most of the maps. So I had to do something.
Yeah, there's
So,
only.
I mean, like I had to choose like Gobi zones. Like, what would you rather people like Gobi clams? Come on. Come on.
I mean, for camp, you could have put Camp Zone instead, Camp Rainmaker. Not sure what you did on that one.
No, that was 100%. That was 100%. Kona. Kona did that.
I think Swift's getting more canceled than I am.
Don't cancel me, guys. Guys, my friends are in chat. Please, guys, stop it. Shout out to Delta.
Okay. Unfortunately, we had another DC, so we'll try to work it out with Regular Gamers to get them hopefully not DCing this time. But there's only so many maps and modes. When you have a 7-week regular season and you're trying not to repeat the same map and mode, at some point there is going to be a map and mode that people don't like. That's just the reality of it. You can't, there's not like 9 different Rainmaker maps and modes that are amazing maps and modes, right? Like there's probably like 6, and then after that you have to select 3 that are probably not as popular, right? Am I correct in saying that?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, in tournaments, like a lot of tournaments have map pools created by like top players, and usually there's like a lot of maps you see in these tournaments that just never get played. Like camp, you usually never see it. Arowana, Moray, in your dreams, you never see these maps. But of course, in a league where having a bit of variety is a bit important, then you might see those maps pop up. Except Moray, because that's just abysmal. That just in trash forever.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, yeah, there's going to be one bad map or mode here and there, but you know what? Like, get over it. You're going to have to play maps and modes that your team doesn't like. And really, if you're a good team, I believe you should be able to play any map and mode. And if you can't, then I don't think that you're a great team. So, I'm throwing it down here. Meshito, thank you for the follow here. Appreciate you, and thank you for following WTP Esports. All right, so while we still wait here for regular gamers to get back into the lobby and hopefully not DC here, what do you guys think about the show Superstore? Have you guys watched the show Superstore?
Terrible show.
Nah, I haven't
Terrible.
watched it. I don't watch
Garbage.
How do you hate Superstore? It's so good. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we start this debate, Nikki with another tier 1 sub. Taika, our streamer, thank you again for another sub. Bumping up that prize pool tip. Thank you. But yeah, Superstore, what do you guys think?
Never watched it.
Garbage show. You know, I've never watched it. It's still a garbage show.
What the heck? I watched season 1 and I thought it was really good, and then I just kind of fell off.
Oh, it's so good, guys. I feel like it describes just kind of the general population so well and how cringy they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got a little cringe in them. to be fair,
Everyone's got a. What is your cringe, IPS?
Probably just looking back at me from 2 years ago. That's pretty much enough.
Are you
Yes,
16?
entire existence is cringe.
I'm 15, so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay,
so,
okay.
yeah. So looking
I feel
back
like
to middle
everyone-
school.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, hey,
feel
look at
like-
that. Teams are ready. Let's finger cross that no DCs happen. And now, finally, after all that, drum roll, please. Let's get here. Game number 1 between Resilience and Regular Gamers kicking off the Amateur League. Ooh, yeah.
Let's see what weapons they have. I'm really curious to see their comps here.
All right. Yep, we got Resilience in the green taking on Regular Gamers here in the purple.
Zap.
Let's go. Game number 1, IPS. You're talking about team comps. What are you seeing out of these teams so far?
Well, out of Regular Gamers, I'm seeing that Zap. Very unorthodox pick, but I have seen it work from certain teams, for example, Eradication. You know, a more normal comp on the side of Resilience with the Nautilus and K-Shot. So, very curious to see how this goes. Junior already goes down on the side of Regular Gamers.
Yeah, and speaking of rain IPS, Regular Gamers has 3 of them. 3 rains and an armor is their comp here, so they're really just trying to get map control. As Cosby gets a nice pick here on the Inkjet.
Is it map control or are they depressed and they just want to spread their sadness everywhere on the map?
Honestly, I think it's definitely for map control. Maybe not the other thing you were saying, but definitely an interesting comp. Never thought I'd see triple rain, but here we are. But for now, it seems to be working as it pushed back Resilience, getting them some picks. So let's see here. Not on the right side here. Time on with his ballpoint. That's back up because of missiles.
I mean,
Trying to hold this right side.
This is Amateur League, and maybe specials aren't something they think about coordinating quite as much at this tier level. Do you guys think that? I mean, 3 Ink Storms seems a little extreme to me.
Resilience,
Yeah.
I know them, and they play quite a bit of tournaments, and I know that they know what they're doing and stuff. So I know they coordinate. I've talked to them. A lot of them come from like other teams. They're a fairly new team, but Regular Gamers, a pretty OG team. So, I mean, they're just probably going with things that they like, probably comfort picks.
I mean, they're stalling out the zone real well, and they right now have actually still maintained this lead, so it's kind of working for them.
Yeah, definitely. In
Just
my
seems
opinion,
like-
go on.
It just seems like Resilience can't get kills because they're just being pushed back all the time. Or it's like the rain is just making them like not be able to go in, and they really just got to find a solution to that. As the Sculptress gets a pick here on the tricep,
Double kill.
and gets a
Gets 2.
double.
Going for the
Possibly
third.
a
I can't
third.
find it.
Yeah, they cap it off of that, and that's going to give, I think, the lead back to Resilience. I don't think Regular Gamers is going to get here in time to really get anything done.
Come on, he's here on the right. Gets picked off by Daybreak. Daybreak gets a double. Pushing the 2 on stands now, maybe? Yeah, he's going for it. It's just Junior now instead of Regular Gamers. That's going to be lead for Resilience.
We're really starting to see the phase of the lockout phase here. Just like really just not letting them get back in. You just see staggered specials here from Regular Gamers, really not being able to get back in. It's gonna be hard for them without any like pushing specials.
Yeah,
As
Tax
you say,
trying to get that
they top
armor.
Double Storm, but 2 of them get picked off.
Wow, they do sneak
but
in and
zone.
cap
They
it.
somehow get the zone.
Resilience just
That's
forgot
just the
about
power
objective.
of the triple rain. That's the power of the triple rain right there. Just like auto took zone.
Maybe they have a bigger brain than we thought. Or not.
Fortunately,
not.
Gamers still doesn't have control, though. They just were able to cap zone to give them more time to maybe get that control back. But as soon as I say that, the Junior goes down again on the side of Regular Gamers. Rain coming out of Juno.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
trying to make a
looking
play
real tough for
here.
regular gamers. They could lose this right here unless they can cap the zone 2 go down, and I'm worried that that could be the game right here.
Yeah, 3v2
What?
situation right now for Resilience, so if they just focus zone, they'll probably be able to take the win here. But Armor does come out from regular gamers. Maybe last attempt, Junior goes down, and that's going to be game.
That is game. Resilience taking game number 1 over RG. Pretty impressive. It was regular gamers taking the lead here in the beginning, but slowly but surely Resilience just chipped that away, locked them out. Daybreak with 8 kills on the Nautilus and 4 ink jets popping off for them. Julian getting 4 ink armors for the team as well. What else did you guys see out of Resilience being able to win that first game?
I think
feel
just
like-
a really good fight was put up by regular gamers here, and I'm really proud of what they've been able to accomplish in this season. That's going to be a little bit more work for them. I'm hoping that we're able to see maybe a game 4 at least from this.
Right. From what I saw in that game, at the beginning, regular gamers definitely had like the advantage. Just with the triple rain, Resilience was kind of struggling to know what to do. Since, to be fair, their comp does kind of get countered by rain, Nautilus not being able to do much when it can't move around. But even then, eventually they were able to find their footing, and once they locked out, the fact that regular gamers was running a triple rain comp really started to show, since rain can get you back in, but only to a certain extent, since, of course, there's a lot of other specials in the game. You have armor, which they did have, but there's also stuff like missiles, baller, bubbles. A lot of those specials are also good on zones that can help you get back in, but since they were running 3 of the same special, I feel like they didn't have enough variety to really be unpredictable in a sense. They were extremely predictable, so Resilience just had to set up in a way where the rains didn't really affect them, use their specials in defense, and just keep the lockout going.
Yeah, well, Resilience taking game 1. Regular gamers definitely have a chance, though, for game number 2. I do want to take a second to say thank you to Anonymous for subbing and adding to the prize pool. And then we'll do the alert again for Dan as well, subbing, if it will work. I don't know. Now it's probably going to happen like 4 times, so LOL. But IPS, what does regular gamers need to do on Tower Control Skipper to take us to a game 3 1-1 here? How do they win this?
I feel like the first thing you need to do is try have more variety with specials. I feel like that's already going to give them a pretty decent advantage, because if they have variety in specials, they can be less predictable. They can have more options. When they ran triple rain in that last match, like I said, they were pretty predictable, and they only had one option, which was pop rain, follow the rain, paint with the rain.
Yep.
There isn't much else you can do with rain. So hoping to see that they run more unique weapons here to be able to be more diverse and to give themselves more options to push Resilience or defend against Resilience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looks like gamers are ready, so we'll see what happens for game number 2. Regular gamers really need this so they don't fall into a 2-0 hole. This is a best of 5, so once they lose 3, it's all over. So let's see what happens.
And, you know, I'm expecting to see maybe at least one Stingray. We actually don't. We do see, pretty much nearly the same picks from both teams. I do believe it's the same comp from Resilience, and I think Cosby just switched over to that Flings to give him a little bit more variety and a little bit more range.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty aggressive comp coming out from Resilience. So I see a lot of fighting weapons and that Nautilus Inkjet. It looks like they're really focused on these picks to me. Let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, definitely. Resilience is honestly running a comp that's similar to FT Wins with the Nautilus and the CDS and the shot and the try. It's pretty much FT Wins comp minus, I'm trying to think of the weapon, but it's minus 1 weapon basically, but basically an FT Win comp, which is very aggressive and basically...
Minus bursty.
Nice bursty. And Daybreak just, on the Nautilus, is able to get picks, but also be kind of a backline and help his team get back in when needed and use his range. On the other hand, regular gamers has double missile, and that can actually be pretty good for defense when you don't have a Stingray on hand. And as you see here, they're just spam bombs on tower to get pushback Resilience.
They do push back Resilience, so that's going to be a good start. I mean, Resilience taking that first checkpoint after a lot of wipes on regular gamers, but looks like regular gamers is actually going to get control back at least a little bit, so it's definitely not too big of a push to be able to get the lead back here in a second if they keep pushing this.
And this is where the missiles really shine, because you could just see them get completely pushed back by missiles. Now the rain's out. The other team has missiles as well. They're gonna have to hop off tower. They're gonna have to be in an awkward position, and that's why I just like missiles is just such a top tier weapon in this game, or a top tier special.
Yeah, Regular Gamers already taking the lead here, so they've passed through checkpoint 2 and getting 2 kills here. This is pretty big here. This could be a potential KO if they can get it. It's going to be a little bit hard though, continuing to push on Skipper.
Regular Gamers might be able to get the last checkpoint here, which would be very big. Shot rushing tower, trying to make something happen. Gets 10 missiles. He's gonna have to back. Extremely weak. Oh, does get a pick with the suction bomb.
Yeah,
goes back to try to help his teammates.
Looks to be the stop. They do get through checkpoint 3 though, so that's pretty promising for Regular Gamers to hold on to this lead unless something terribly goes wrong in this second half.
If Resilience is going to want to get this lead, they're going to have to find a way to push fast and push past those missiles, because pretty much Regular Gamers needs to get their missiles, use them, and then just bomb spam and then follow with that, and they'll basically stop any push like that.
So yeah, and I love what Cosby's doing here. Yeah, Cosby's playing really smart. He's just staying back. He's grinding his missiles. He's throwing suction bombs. He's not letting them come any closer than they have to. He's letting his team do the rest of the work, and he's just like painting for them. Exactly what a Flings should be doing.
Yeah, definitely.
We got 2 down for Resilience, stopping the push.
3 down.
Zach, it's your team, Regular Gamers. Do you believe in them?
I 100% believe. There's a lot of hope that I'm seeing here, and I hope they're able to pull through here. I'm feeling good.
Alright, well, we got Julian popping that ink armor. Chance for Resilience to grab some control here. 2 go down for Regular Gamers. This is a chance for them to push up, get that paint build specials. They're going to be charging for that lead if they can get through these 2 checkpoints.
Unfortunately, right now, Resilience doesn't really have anyone on the flat side of Regular Gamers. Regular Gamers just going to get missiles, pop them, and like I said, pop the missiles, throw the bombs, and that's going to be 2 down now on the side of Resilience, 3 down now on the side of Resilience, and that's pretty much going to be the pushover.
Yeah, it's
like
really,
I said,
it really feels like they were just way too together for that entire thing. Knowing that there was missiles on the field, it feels like they were way too bunched up, just like chilling together, and they could have just gotten all missiled.
Yeah, it's super interesting to see how Regular Gamers from game 1 we were kind of memeing their special choices a little bit, and now they're using it almost to perfection here to stop Resilience's push.
Yeah, if Resilience wants to get something done here, they're gonna have to push up. They're gonna have to get that control, and they're gonna have to push back Regular Gamers to a point where those missiles and bombs is not an option. That they're gonna have to actually fight, because at the current moment, Resilience is giving them space to just be able to spam bombs and missile, and with that space, you don't have to fight. As I say that, Daybreak trying to push in does go down.
Yeah.
2 going down to Resilience.
It feels like that was their last opportunity. Julian only won.
Shark.
I mean, maybe this would be
really
insane. You'd have to get a double.
He gets a pick.
Can he get on the tower in time to create some overtime? He's gonna need a couple more picks. He's all alone. This is ugly scene to see.
His teammates come in though. Oh, they get
wow. Okay.
Right,
you're telling me there's a chance.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, DC. Oh, that is not good. Timon's gonna have to really defend this by himself. He does get Daybreak. They're down to 30. 1 left. Hydra's still on the tower. Can Cosby get him? He does, and that's gonna be the game, even with the DC. Wow. Regular Gamers coming in clutch.
Clutch pick by Timon there on the Inkjet. That was, if he actually went down on the Inkjet, I don't think Regular Gamers could have kept that with 2 people, but people were going down, so
Timon, yeah, as
there.
you said, 17 KA and tax with 14 as well, as you called out Timon. I mean, he topped the chart there. He kept the game going, even with the DC. It was pretty dang incredible that they were able to hold on to that, and I'm impressed. Regular Gamers taking us to game 3 now, 1-1. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What really helped Regular Gamers win that game? And
specials and bombs. Like literally from when I said like they had no diversity, they decided, all right, let's get 2 missiles. Let's keep 1 rain, and then like just like that. Now they have missiles for tower, and they also were just spamming bombs to keep you control. The main thing they were doing the whole time until the end, kind of, but that was when they got the DC. It was basically just making sure that Resilience doesn't like force themselves in. They were just bombing, missiling, keeping space so that they could just keep doing the same thing over and over again, just stopping their pushes. Meanwhile, you saw Resilience was just struggling to try close that space to get the picks and to get the missiles, but every time they were just shut down by Regular Gamers' really strong defense.
Yeah, pretty dang impressive. Zach, are you feeling a little bit better about Regular Gamers after that game too?
Well, we're seeing at least a game 4, so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my guys pulling through once again. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe even a game 5.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a game 5. This seems like after game 2, Regular Gamers pulling through there, looking a lot closer. Timon with 17 KA. We have not seen Timon, a new player, wasn't in season 2. Maybe the difference maker here for RG. Even though they lost Leon, it looks like Timon has that potential to pop off in those kind of special ways that we saw from Leon last season.
Yeah. So, question: what do we have for our next map? As we're waiting to get the room set up again.
We have Snapper Canal Rainmaker coming up.
Right. So what I've seen with both these teams is that they don't necessarily have a Ray. So Rainmaker without Ray is definitely going to be interesting to see. It's like the one mode where you will pretty much always see Ray. So I'm interested to see how these teams are going to decide to defend. Resilience, I think, is going to still stay with the same comp even after that loss, because I think their comp is strong. They just need to find a way to close the gaps against Regular Gamers when Regular Gamers just kind of standing back, throwing bombs and defending. They're going to have to use their own specials to break through that defense and get the picks they need to just push through. Yeah. Regular Gamers can probably also stay with their comp since they don't have a Ray. Missiles would also be pretty good for Rainmaker.
Yeah, I feel like Regular Gamers really doesn't have the edge here. I feel like Ballpoint, it's just really not as strong on a Rainmaker as it is on the other 3 modes. It's just like, it feels a lot like slower, and it feels like it just can't do much. It feels like it's a lot more of a position weapon. And it's Rainmaker, it's just like, it's go up, it's kill people, and if you have to play defense, you have to play defensive. But they don't. Ballpoint doesn't have Stingray. It's just really outclassing Rainmaker.
Yeah. Well, we've seen a couple matches here on Rainmaker go real quickly, and so I'm hoping it's a good back and forth match because we've seen Rainmaker games. What was the record this last week, guys? I think it was a 27-second match.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys remember. That was
putting good, really just like
it's
something.
That was something else, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Teams are back into the lobby. It's one of those days where Splatoon servers are just the worst. So hopefully we can get some stronger connections.
Yeah.
Zach, can you talk to your man Reggie to help us out?
Say that again.
Can you talk to your man Reggie? You know Reggie, right? You're always talking
Mr.
about
Fizame?
him. Yeah,
absolutely. I'll give him a heads up.
Do you think he made a lot of money after that GameStop stock boost?
That's a good question. It doesn't feel like there's much talk from the GameStop people right now about how well they're doing, but whatever.
All right, well, that's a discussion for another time. We are just seconds away from game number 3. As much as Zach wants to talk about GameStop, I'm sure.
I do. I'm making big money right now, guys.
Yeah, it is snowing here. I have about 4 inches of snow here. It's crazy. So it's just pouring down, which doesn't happen like this. It's like the first time in 10 years it's been like this. But anyways, we can talk about that later. We are now finally ready for game 3. Both teams have all their players in, so let's jump into it. Snapper Canal Rainmaker.
Yeah, and this map notorious for its really odd proportions and its weird places to be. Like, you can just flank. There's so many places to go on this map. Yep. You can just flank. You can go left. You can go right. You can go center. There's so many places to go. It's gonna be really interesting where these members of these teams go. But we do see a Stingray.
Yeah,
on the side of regular gamers.
I seen it.
Pulling it out.
Rainmaker was
so interesting comp change.
Yeah, regular gamers, I saw a lot of swim speed on their team too, looking for that map movement, trying to be quick about it, see if that pays off at all. So far, they are going down to Resilience.
This could be a snowball here if Resilience moves pretty fast enough. That already lead going inside Resilience. Just running it.
Does get stopped. 31. It is pretty easy to score points on this map if you can take that route, though.
Looking at this sploosh here coming out from Resilience, that's pretty much the only comp change coming out of them. Definitely putting in some work already with the hammer, but Tax here with Rainmaker already on the left side. Does drop down on his own, actually with the CDS, and he does get the pick on the Rainmaker.
Trying to slide by there, but Daybreak getting some kills, and all of them go down on regular gamers. Resilience can have a great chance to push now. Again, specials built up. Let's see if this Inkjet can do anything.
Ready here. Oh, we get to pick on the Siege. That's going to be no way. Now fighting against the Flamesa, who just dropped down mid. That's now 3 down. 3 down on the side of the regular gamers. Oh, clutch pick from Taiwan.
It's a pretty sloppy game. A lot of back and forth action here.
Yeah, definitely.
No one feeling like they have real control or power over the other team. I'm seeing a lot of wipes back and forth, and now both teams have all their players back up. This is going to be a pretty big moment, so you can get the next push going.
Carbon trying to start with this sploosh. Kind of on his own, though. Ranger does reset. Cosby goes down to the knot. Oh, Juno gets the pick on the Nautilus back.
It is just trade after trade. Holy cow. Some good action.
And it really seems like it shows that these teams are pretty even. Just like, both are going even with 1v1s. Both are just like playing the same. They're kind of just like playing defensive, going in. But here we go, Resilience. Here, they got to take out this C-Jet to get the Ray out if they want to make this push.
Yeah, we've not seen the Stingray used.
Pop this Ray. Gets the Rainmaker, but gets rushed by his sploosh and gets taken down by 2 people from Resilience.
Man,
Carbine here with the sploosh. Gonna try to push the CDS. Yeah. Just gonna have to be careful here.
I've been pretty impressed with Carbine getting a lot of picks. Oh. Of course, when I say that, he goes down and dies, so of course. Regular gamers, though, getting 3 kills here, gonna reset the Rainmaker, and this is a chance maybe for the lead if they can get a push going.
Coming here with the CDS is gonna maybe try to make something work.
Alright, here we go. Trying to shoot up the middle. If they can get this, this would be big points, but Carbine's gonna be there to make the stop. 2 go down.
Inkjet coming up from.
If they can get around this Inkjet and the stamp.
Carbine's hammer comes in clutch, stopping the push just in time, but regular gamers can just get the pop. Oh, Carbine getting the hammer throw. They're still gonna grab the ramp there just in
still
time.
2v3. Daybreak to the left.
Oh, Daybreak.
The lead.
Yep. Regular gamers taking that one. Minute 20 left. That's not that much time. Maybe a chance for 1 or 2 more pushes. Resilience now facing all the pressure.
Resilience is gonna have to try to take out that C-Jet. Gonna have to get all these picks now to get a good push because lead 21 is not the easy to get back. To get the C-Jet though, that's a good start.
Yeah, attacks going down is huge. That means no Stingray to defend.
Resilience still deciding where to really bring this Rainmaker right now. Maybe looking left there, looking left, but the Rainmaker does go down. Timon coming in with the CDS.
Yeah.
Regular game's gonna get the pop.
Ink Armor was pretty huge too. Back. Juno getting that Ink Armor, helping Timon to really push up and get that kill. Maybe just going to try to delay for the last 30 seconds as regular gamers.
That seems to be what they're trying to do.
Cosby doing a good job of just staying behind his teammates. He knows where he has to be. He's not pushing up too far.
Off the map.
Ooh, does get taken down by Daybreak.
No, does get a pick on the Rainmaker. This could be the opportunity Daybreak needs.
Alright, we'll see. Inkjet out. If he can get a couple picks, maybe that will get a push going. Does get Timon. That's huge. 10 seconds left. They got to pick up the Rainmaker. It's Hydra.
Yep.
Stingray out. Can they stop it? Cosby trying to run him down. Does get it at the last second.
That's gonna be game.
Almost comically, it was just chasing him down from behind, not even flicking. Almost just ran him over. And regular gamers takes game 3, but only by 10 points. Close match again. And here we go. Timon again topping the charts of the KA 14. But Daybreak, on the other hand, did have 15 on that knot. So definitely a back and forth game. Anyone have the chance for that. but it just seemed like Rayleigh Gamers had the edge over that one. Just a small edge.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like at one point Carbine did get a double with Hammer, and it seemed like that might have been able to stop the push for that Resilience, but I think Juno getting a pick on the one that was coming back from spawn on the side of Resilience, just giving enough time for whoever grabbed Rainmaker there on the side of regular gamers, just go and get Lee before Daybreak was able to catch up and get the pick on him. And after that, it was kind of just more bloodbaths in mid until the game ended. And I saw in the end there, Cosby's trying to get the rollover with Flings, eventually just flicking him, just end the game, and yeah.
Jeez.
Pretty
Well,
much.
it's been pretty hype games. I do want to say real quick, Ronnie, Tolt, and Jenzins, and It's a Girl with the follows. Thank you guys so much. We're up over 60, close to our record from viewership, so thank you guys so much for supporting the stream, supporting the Amateur League. I don't know what's up here today, guys, with the Splatoon network, but man, we're like having to reset every single game. This is quite obnoxious, so sorry about the delays in between matches, but hey, we get a chance to talk more about this hype matchup. So Zach, now we see Rayleigh Gamers up 2-1. Do they have the victory, or is Resilience going to make the comeback? What have you seen so far that you want to point out?
I'm talking with Drift in the chat right now, just trying to figure out, is this going to be regular gamers season? I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling like they got a chance. I think we're going to see a game 5 here, but the big question is, can they keep this hype up through the whole season? They're proving themselves today. I believe in them so much. They're going to do it. This is their time.
Yeah. All right. Well, pretty oh, you're right. I just realized that we had the wrong logos this whole time up on the screen. Oh well, sorry. Side note, I was like, what is going on? It's because we actually had been turning to the pro tier scene this whole time and not connecting to the right scene. So that's all my bad. Let me fix it. Anyways, right now we're going to see them playing some Mako Mark Clan Blitz. So IPS, what do you think about this map mode here?
I feel like if Resilience wants to win this set, this is the time to make this 2-2 and then win the next game, because their comp being pretty much short range, having a try, is really, really good for Makamart, especially on Clan Blitz being a very aggressive mode. But they're going to have to show up here. Curious to see, though, what regular gamer is going to run here, because they seem to be pretty diverse. It's been pretty much changing their comp every single game. Pretty much the third game on Rainmaker, the usual junior, I think, went to CJ, while the ballpoint went to CDS. So definitely excited to see what regular gamer is going to run on this map. On the other hand, I feel like Resilience does have the advantage here, though, comp-wise. But it depends how they play if they want to win this.
Yeah, well, now their backs are against the wall after winning that game 1. But I think what we've seen is the matches are so close that, as you're saying, Zach, it would not shock me one bit to see a game number 5 here. And I'm kind of hoping for it, because this has been a very good series, despite some of the delays that we've had to face with the DCs. But small things, right?
Yeah, baby.
And I really do think that the Resilience does have the upper hand here with the faster paced comp. I feel like they're just gonna be able to move a lot more fluent, and just being able to get more picks at the right times.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see what happens. We're just waiting for some of the last players to ready up and choose some weapons. And Clan Blitz Mega Mart can be a quite bloody match, as all the focus is kind of that mid map where the baskets are. So I'm excited to see some back and forth. It feels like, to me, this has been a pretty bloody game for the first 3 games. It seems like both teams are not afraid to take some trades with one another. So that's pretty hype. And it looks like teams are now ready. So let's jump into the game number 4 and see if Resilience can push us to a 5-game best of 5 series.
Yeah, and IPS, why don't you just tell us about these comps that they're about to run here? What do you think's going to happen, and tell us?
Yeah, let's see here once they come up. Resilience running with the same comp as expected. Regular gamers going with the T-Tech. So Inkjet missiles, rain, and armor definitely pretty balanced for pretty much Makamar wise. But wait, I want to see what that Inkjet can do. So maybe he can get some clutch picks for them because they're going to need those picks to push back Resilience. As again, their comp is really good for this map. As I say that one from Resilience does go down. Maybe 2 here. Not yet.
A lot of map control already by regular gamers, and a score by Tax sneaking it in there. That was pretty impressive. I don't know if they're going to get any follow-up because the team is not behind them. Oh, a couple more in for Juno.
Followed by Juno.
It's always
Down here with the ball point on left stack. Getting pushed by the try though. He's gonna have to back up.
that
Try to
Resilience.
just get 1 pick on Tax.
Resilience definitely
Try to
going to have a
take
good
that
chance now, although one player does go down. And regular
Here
gamers making
we
a good
have-
defense after that first push.
Cosby pushing up with the flings in mid. Right now we see 3 Resilient just stacked up on left stack, pretty pushed back. Regular gamers could take this as an opportunity to get their specials and push in, just snowball them. Oh, as I say that, Taimon's getting into mid here, trying to maybe get a pick. Pushing up the right stack, try it behind,
Gets
takes him
Julian.
off.
Yeah, it seems like regular gamers are doing a good job getting control. I haven't seen Resilience do much since that first couple picks
Taimon
of the
gets another
game.
pick.
And they're going to break their barrier once again. That was Cosby, though, again by himself. And Juno's going to try to throw some more attacks there. But they're all kind of going one by one, and that's not going to do well to get a big score out of it. And now they're leaving themselves open for a big push coming the other way.
Resilience definitely has a chance here to make a big push here if they do play their cards right.
Yep.
Both already, 2 already from regular gamers dropping down. Cosby going down now. Carbine looking for more picks to keep the push going. Lead does go to the side of Resilience.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. It seems like regular gamers a little too greedy trying to get individual clams in there and left themselves 3 down with plenty of clams for Resilience to pick up. And you can see that just leads to a quick flip of the lead. And now regular gamers are going to be having to try to take it back.
Tax here now with a power clam. He's going to probably wait for his team here to maybe organize a push. They don't have a big penalty, so they can get the lead back easily here. Though he does go down to the Nautilus, who was waiting for him. Going for the score, does go down as well.
That is
Now
unfortunate. 3
only
go
one
down.
up.
Regular
It really
gamers.
feels like
Yeah.
it really feels like regular gamers just isn't playing team oriented. They're really just like kind of just like letting themselves die to like either the Nautilus or like the CDS, just like going in way too far.
Yeah.
When they should really be just trying to stick together like Daybreak and the rest of his team is.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely feels a little bit like solo queue clams coming out of regular gamers. They aren't too far off the lead, though, so they still have a chance. But, yeah, I think you're totally right, Swift. If they want this win, they got to act a little bit more like a team and stop just trying to push by themselves.
They're going to have to make pushes with a lot of clams and actual kills with specials. Because so far, the only push they've really made have just been one guy going in and the rest following, which isn't optimal. But here we now see 19 clams on the side of Resilience, maybe trying to make a push. Armor coming out.
2 kills for regular gamers.
2 go down.
Yep. This is their chance.
Maybe
Gonna
3
jump
go down
out.
on the side of. Right, no, he jumps out.
So
Now
do-
another chance now for regular gamers.
Juno being aggressive, maybe a
Juno
little bit
goes
too
in.
aggressive, though.
2 go down again on the side of regular gamers, and they try to get a clam in but fail. It's only Juno now on his own.
Yeah.
I feel
Resilience.
like the main problem.
Oh,
They score the clam.
Oh, but Juno scores.
yeah, but not
That
anything
must
else.
really
No
not be
follow-up
worth it,
again. Yeah. Resilience doing a great job of defending. Every time regular gamers wants to move up, they're there to shut them down. And I am quite impressed. Even though it's only a 4-point lead, it does feel like they've really took over this game.
Yeah, definitely. Resilience could definitely get a game-winning push here if they wanted. They've just been struggling to break through regular gamers as they've been getting better defense, but at the same time,
Ooh,
super. I say that.
I think they've
Well,
missed
goes in,
one.
misses.
That's huge. That could have been
That's-
14 more points, and now they get none. And regular gamers gets the wipe. This could be the game. Oh, Resilience, please don't tell me you threw it away like that. Oh,
Actually, this power climb is going to get lead. 2 go
That is
down now. The side of
brutal.
Resilience. More climb. 3 down. More climbs coming. This might be the KO.
and there it
And
is.
regular gamers take it.
Wow. Regular gamers taking the best of 5. back from the claws of defeat. It really felt like Resilience was going to win that game the entire time. I mean, I never doubted them, and then all of a sudden in the last 30 seconds, they threw it all the way. Julian Daybreak trying to do their best to get the win, but Regular Gamers pull that one back and are going to take the win. GG's to them. Nice victory. Swift, how did they do it there?
Well, I feel like they use their specials all at one time at the end. During the entire thing, they're kind of just like using their specials one by one, not doing much with it. But at the end, you could see them use armor. They use inkjet. They used 10 missiles. They brought it in once. They got a couple clutch kills, and they were able to get the score in.
Yeah. I am impressed. It really was interesting that Resilience picked up that first win and Regular Gamers able to win 3 in a row off of that, even though they're really close games. Zach, how do you feel about these two teams after watching them week 1? It seems like they're fairly even to me. What did you feel?
Yeah, I think very even, especially, but Regular Gamers definitely coming out with a hot performance today, hoping they can keep that up, but definitely was expecting a game 4. But I will be honest, I wasn't expecting Regular Gamers to be the ones to pull it off in the end. So congratulations to them, and hope that they're able to be a powerhouse this season.
Yeah. IPS, I want you to talk about Resilience real quick and what you thought of them, because it was interesting that it seemed like they were about to push us to a game 5 and just made one small mistake there at the end. So definitely, in my mind, on par with Regular Gamers, even though they lose here today. What are you feeling about Resilience?
I feel like the time they missed the power climb, that was a minor mistake, part of the thing of like bigger mistakes. The main mistake they made was at the end. You have you're nearly finished that match. You have a lead. You have a lot of clams, right? And you have a pretty decent a pretty big penalty. The last thing you want to do is push in, get wiped, and not get any points from it. And that's what happened. Yeah. If they wanted to push in there and get more points for their lead, they were going to have to get picks. They were going to have to make a legit push. The push they made where they just got one power climb in, they didn't even scrape off the penalty completely, just gave Regular Gamers a wipe, map control, and another power climb. Regular Gamers just rushed in, got all the clams in, got the kills, and even got the KO. So, Resilience definitely has to be a bit more patient.
Yeah. I'm excited to see both these teams, though, in future weeks. And actually, in fact, we're going to see Regular Gamers again take on Kraken Warriors for our match number 2. We're going to take a short 5-minute break for Kraken Warriors to get into the lobby. And then we will see you guys on the other side for more Splatoon 2 action. All right, welcome back for our second matchup today. We got Kraken Warriors versus Regular Gamers. Make sure you enter in with your channel points who you think are going to win. Already, I'm seeing a huge favor to Regular Gamers over Kraken Inc. And we'll talk about our own predictions as these players are in the lobby getting their weapons ready. We have already talked about Regular Gamers and seen them once today. So let's flip this over to Kraken Warriors and introduce them for those who don't know. We have Team Captain Samino, and on the team Armano, Vicarious, Shin, Lewis, Keeper, and Band Kid. And today, their Captain Samino won't be here playing today, but we have 4 players from Kraken Warriors ready to go. And I'm curious to hear from you guys in the chat, but also you guys commentating IPS. Who are you favoring in this matchup between Kraken Warriors and Regular Gamers?
Well, I'm going to have to go with the majority, go with Regular Gamers, you know. They basically took away over 3,000 of my channel points last set, so, you know, I'm going to go with them here pretty faithfully.
There you go.
I definitely think they'll have to be in resilience. I think they've pretty much proven themselves again to me that, you know, maybe they might be more of a threat than I thought, especially now against Kraken Warriors.
Yeah. All right, well, Zach, who are you taking in this game? This match?
I think Regular Gamers are coming off a big dub here, and that might bite them in the butt a little bit. I think they're feeling good, especially off of this huge channel point victory that they're taking right now. I think that, you know, maybe these first couple games could go to Kraken Warriors, but I think in the end, Regular Gamers will pull off.
Swift, we're getting into match 1, but real quick, what is your prediction? 5 seconds.
It's Kraken Warriors, the upset. I know they came off a recent good tournament, 3rd place, so I'm going for them.
All right, well, we're jumping into game number 1. Kraken Warriors here in the blue, taking on Regular Gamers in the green. Let's get into the second match action. What are you guys seeing out of these team comps?
Regular Gamers changing their Splatzone's Gobi comp now to have Missiles, Bomb Rush, and Ray. Actually, with pretty much the double backline comp actually coming out from them, so that's pretty interesting to see. Change of strategy, see what will work. Meanwhile, on the side of Kraken Warriors, we have the Vanilla Slosher, which is a pick you don't really see often, but definitely an underrated weapon. Definitely has its niches. So let's see how this goes.
I'm loving seeing that ball point coming out by Timon again. I feel like that was a huge reason they were able to win this first matchup against Resilience. We'll see if it pays off again. But Kraken Warriors taking the early lead here, so we'll see.
Sealer maybe looking for a pick. It's only him and his T-Tech right now. Feelings it does go down the side of Regular Gamers, though. They're now on his own.
Forced to jump back because of the Ray. They really don't have many options right now. Regular Gamers just pressuring them all the way back into the spawn area. But the missiles do come out, really making Regular Gamers go back. It feels like it's quite back and forth at this point in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that Bomb Rush from Juno was a bit early, so that just allowed Kraken Warriors just to use their specials and come back in, not having to worry about a Bomb Rush as they take zone now.
Yeah.
Lewis gets picked off by Juno. Juno looking for that double, doesn't get it. Although Regular Gamers just get zone back.
Yep.
Juno does get picked up by that Slosher.
Even though Kraken Warriors don't have the lead yet, it has impressed me so far, not seeing them at all before this tournament. To see them going pretty even against Regular Gamers who just came off a big win.
Yeah, definitely. Bomb pick, basically 2 now going down the side of Regular Gamers. Regular Gamers kind of in a pickle here. They're still trying to look for that pick. Pops a rain.
Didn't get the lead. Now they
They're
do get the lead, though. It was close.
Missiles ready on the side of Regular Gamers and might come out soon here. Yeah, the missiles are coming out. Ray's at the ready as well. Slosher does go down the side of Kraken Warriors. So it goes to the side of the Regular Gamers now.
Yeah, Regular Gamers loving those Tenta missiles. Using them pretty well today. I think for objective control, they've been putting out their specials pretty well since that first game loss to Resilience.
Yeah, definitely.
I really feel like this is where their comp will probably shine. They have a really turtle up comp. So I think taking control of the zone, keeping it for a while, might be their strong suit. But Resilience really showing that, our strong suit is coming.
Sad day for regular gamers. They do get wiped 1 point away from the lead. Of course, there's still 2 minutes left, plenty of time for either team to take this. But that's gotta feel bad. Every time you're just 1 point away and then you get wiped.
Juno gets a double. Triple.
Here it is. All right, Juno popping off.
Right there. That's going to be control of regular gamers now. Using his bomb rush, maybe a little early, but maybe could actually be good to push them back. T-Tech does go down the side of Kraken Warriors. Flames goes down the side of regular gamers. 3v3 situation.
Yeah, Vicarious trying to get in.
Trying to push in. Missiles coming out as well on the side of Kraken Warriors. Ligo's side of regular gamers. Time on here, trying to find a pick, maybe gets the trade on the junior.
Wow, this is a tense match, back and forth, splat zones here, 1 minute and 20 seconds left, and both teams have been able to pick each other off. Both teams have been easily able to grab that control when they need to, and man, this is going to be a spicy last minute.
Yeah, definitely. Junior here has missiles ready, although the T does get picked off, but Junior also goes down the side of their game. So another 3v3 situation here. Seems like we've been seeing this all match.
All right, 50 seconds to go. Timon dodging out that bomb. RG trying to hold on to the lead, trying to hold on to the control. Kraken Warriors
pushing up, gets the CJ here. Maybe trying to look for another pick on Juno, but does decide to push it. Does get the pick on Juno.
All right, 3 or 4. This is Kraken Warriors' chance. 30 seconds left on the map. They are getting the picks. They are getting the kills. They have the control. I think regular gamers might lose this lead. They got to get back here in time, and they got to do it quick.
Yeah, definitely. Armor already on the side. Oh, CJ just go down with the raid. That's going to be... Oh, Ilya does go down, though. Still, they can't...
Cosby pinning up.
Can they get the zone here?
Oh, they lose the lead, though.
Time.
They get the picks, and they lose the lead. Regular gamers need to cap this in the next 9 seconds. I think they can do it.
Here.
But they're going to have to hold on for 5 more.
Oh, my word.
Not a massive penalty here, though. If regular gamers can just hold on, goes down to a bomb.
Tense.
They just gotta paint. They have a bomb
no,
rush.
they're losing it.
10 missiles come out.
This is it. And Kraken Warriors.
Wow.
Pull it off. Wow, what a spicy game. Whew. That one had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. I mean, almost the whole 5 minutes. It was going back and forth craziness. And Kraken Warriors just able to edge them out. Vicarious 13 KA and 7 ink armor. Meanwhile, Shin's getting that 9 Tinta missiles to help them win the game there. Wow, what a game to start off this series. And regular gamers losing Gobi Arena splat zones again. Is it just not their map and mode, maybe?
That's what I was just about. I was just about to say that. Like, I think that they were able to take that 3 wins after that Splat Zones game last round, and I think we'll probably be seeing a repeat of that. Definitely, just like the crazy amount of back and forth, and I think it just kind of came down to who would be able to. Who would be the people coming out of spawn at the end there. But regular gamers definitely putting on a great performance, but also Kraken coming out hot.
Yeah, for sure. What I saw there on that match was a lot of times regular gamers was able to get in and get that control, but they just couldn't hold out in the end as missiles would just come out from Kraken Warriors, and with those missiles, Kraken Warriors just push in. I feel like regular gamers kind of use some of their specials early. You know, they would cap zone and instantly use their specials instead of waiting to use them on the side of defense. And unfortunately, at the end there, Kraken Warriors got some really clutch picks just to come in then and cap zone. So I feel like regular gamers need to play more patient with their specials. You need to use them, you know, wait for the right time to use them on defense instead of just shooting them out as soon as you get them.
Great analysis. IPSD, who do you think is going to be able to take this game?
Well, we saw last time regular gamers take this game with the DC at the end. So I'm still thinking regular gamers can take this set.
Oops.
You know, the next 3 games, it's just a matter of Kraken Warriors outplaying them the first map. Maybe regular gamers just really does not like Gobi zones. But, you know, as long as regular gamers plays more safe on the defense, you know, waits to use their specials for more opportune moments, you know, they can definitely take this set.
All right, we're into game 2. Sorry about that, guys. Had to go get my charger because it said low battery. But We're back at it now. Kraken Warriors. Game number 2 in the purple. Regular Gamers gonna be here in the green. Need a win to tie it up 1-1 in this best of 5. And seeing these team comps, who do you guys think has the advantage?
Well, we see Regular Gamers coming up with the same comp again, and both sides actually don't have Ray. On the side of Kraken Warriors, we see a Hydra, which isn't something you usually see. The only person I could think about that runs a Hydra in tower control in recent memory is Dark from Arctic Moon, so definitely interesting to see someone else use it. That does mean Kraken Warriors has double armor, which can be really good for pushes. You know, as soon as you just pop one armor, you start pushing in. The enemy team tries to push in after the first one. You pop the second one, you catch them off guard. So we'll see how that comes into play here.
Yeah, and that strategy is especially effective when you have a K-Machine, a weapon that's just so good in the front. It's just so good at just getting picks when you need it to, getting stupid picks because the weapon's dumb, and just doing what you need it to do.
Yeah. Vicarious getting a couple picks. We saw him have a great game 1, doing the same thing here, and all of a sudden Kraken Warriors putting the pressure on Regular Gamers to start off this game.
So you're seeing on tower, gets the pick on the flings from the top left. You have time on trying to put pressure on tower, but he goes down to a bomb.
Oof.
2 down again on the side of Regular Gamers. Juno here getting pushed, but again, that double armor is just coming in. You just keep pushing.
Kraken Warriors know what to do here. They are taking that lead. Regular Gamers were in this same position though in match number 1. They did have a huge first push coming out from the other team. We're able to take this back. We'll see if they can make another magical moment happen like that again.
You know, I don't like what Juno is doing here. He's really just pushing up with no paint. He's not being able to get anything done, but now his team does come in to support him, and that's where things get a lot more scary if you are Kraken Warriors. As 2 go down.
2 go
That's
down.
big
The
deal.
Hydra be the back line. They don't really have like that spine now that can come back and save them. This might be a push for lead here from Regular Gamers. Junior here maybe looking for another batch of missiles to pump out.
Timon's got to stay alive on the tower. A lot of bomb pressure.
Simon
He does go
goes
down.
Tower. They're rushing the tower.
Kraken Warriors holding on to that lead.
Yeah, they hold it on, and as 3 goes down on the side of Regular Gamers, Kraken Warriors now is going to make the push of their own. Lewis in here has Buoy already. He's looking to maybe use it soon. Missiles do come out of the side of Regular Gamers. Lewis having the back pretty far. We're seeing the junior on the side of Kraken Warriors actually be more pushed up than the K-Pro, so that's pretty interesting to see.
Vicario known to be an extremely aggressive junior. Coming out here, throwing his bombs. He's all the way up in the front lines. He gets a kill. Look at this guy.
Yeah, Vicarious doing a great job. Kraken Warriors getting their push. Cosby trying to make a defense, but straight into a Hydra. That's not how you want to do that.
Yeah, definitely. Never want to run straight into a Hydra. You got to abuse your bombs against that. Honestly, Regular Gamers is not doing what they did against Resilience here. Last time they were able to just spam bombs and spam specials, but here it actually seems like Kraken Warriors is doing what Resilience couldn't, and that is pretty much push in and close that gap to the point where it kind of makes Regular Gamers take fights instead of just being able to spam bombs and spam missiles, which is what they wanted to do the first time around. To see that Cosby goes down again, and now we have a situation for Regular Gamers. Maybe they can get a push.
Yeah, this seems like they're one real good chance.
I like what I see from Regular Gamers. Because I feel like what they did in that defense at the beginning wasn't great, but they pushed up with armor near the end, and that's really what helped them a lot.
Oh, Tax going down though as you speak of armor. That's going to kill this push. And Regular Gamers only got a minute left. If they can't make it happen soon, this is going to be a 2-0 Kraken Warrior start to this series.
And so far, Swift's predictions looking great because he's the smartest one here. It really...
Alright, buddy.
50 seconds left. Regular Gamers getting back to the tower, but again...
Getting a pick.
Wow, going down. This is not looking too hot for them. They got to make some magic happen soon. Time on this ballpoint. Maybe can get a pick here, but it's going to trade instead.
Let's get a trade. Although June just go down with him. Tax now trying to get the tower. Tries to probably push Machine, but Machine just splashed and snapped back off of that. Right now, Regular Gamers need to wait for their teammates and pushing together. Tax kind of going in alone though, goes down, and that's going to put Regular Gamers in a really tough spot here. Although they do get Vicario.
3v3 though. 4v2 on the map. 10 seconds left. If they can get to the tower, maybe they can get the miracle push going. They're going to start it. This is
What's
a
gonna happen
chance.
here now is that Kraken Warriors are going to try to get set up just to spam bombs to defend. Basically what regular gamers did last time. But as I say that, regular gamers pushing up hard.
Checkpoint 2. One go down though. They lose the nether. Cosmo's the only one left with Juno. I don't think he's going to be able to 1v4 this. It would take a miracle, and he's just going to lose the tower right there. Oh, it was a close one. The regular gamers maybe had a chance, but they're going to lose this one. Just 8 points short. No, that's 12. I can do math. Haha, you guys. I didn't say that. And Vicarious, again, topping the leaderboards with that Splattershot Junior. Guys, what's up with that? How's the Splattershot Junior popping off so hard?
I feel like as of right now, regular gamers isn't playing the same. They definitely didn't play that map the same way they did against Resilience. Mainly because of the fact that just Kraken Warriors, did their homework. They probably were thinking, right, so if they're running a very defensive comp with missiles and a lot of bombs, we could go double armor. We can pop both our armors in a push, separately, like time it, and then just be able to push up and close that gap that Resilience couldn't, and just get the picks, get the pressure, so that there really is an opportunity for regular gamers to just spam bomb and missile. So I feel like that's definitely what happened that game, and that Junior is just pushing in, and regular gamers isn't doing much about it,
Yeah.
And they had such a defensive comp that game. They had a Hydra, they had a K-Pro with Booyah Bomb. They had a bomb spammer. Like, what can regular gamers do about that but get past that second checkpoint when they're using their specials so early to get that control? It's just like, it was really hard for them with the defensive comp.
All right, well,
Yeah, definitely.
Zach, coming to you, hyping up regular gamers after match 1 now, down 2-0. How do they get back into this best of 5 series?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if they can at this point, guys. I think Kraken Warriors again, just killing it out here. And as much as I'd love to see a game 5, I'd also love to see the upset in chat when their predictions are very, very wrong.
Yeah, IPS got to be hurting pretty bad after losing 2 straight predictions if regular gamers can't reverse sweep this.
I mean, I won't be losing that many points anyway at this point, so...
All right, well, we do have Rainmaker, Snapper Canal, match 3, so IPS, how do regular gamers get back into this and push us to game 4? How do they get this at least game 3 here?
Well, I feel like at this point, they got to calm down, they got to reset, especially now since now 2 games. They got to try to think of this as, it's just, right now, 0-0, Kraken Warriors hasn't won 2 games. No, this is just the first game of the set, And they got to come in, they got to play like they did against Resilience, and they got to pull out 3 games here. And I can see them doing it, but like I said, they got to play like they did against Resilience, and they have to stop playing like the Junior, and in general, Kraken Warriors, just let them have a chance to close the gap and just push them insanely hard, because that right now, that's what's destroying regular gamers.
Yeah, well, we'll see if regular gamers can definitely shut down Vicarious on the Junior. If not, it's going to be a very tough matchup, but we are ready for game number 3. Let's see if Kraken Warriors can defeat them 3-0, or will they get pushed to a game 4?
And I'm thinking Tax will probably bring out the C-Jet again. If he doesn't, I'll be quite surprised, and there it is.
K Junior, though, coming out of Kraken Warriors, Vicario. Right, that's pretty interesting to see right here.
We're seeing the Pepe special here today. If you missed season 2, Pepe on that Kensa Junior, man, that was something else to see.
Yeah, definitely. Right now, one does go down on the side regular gamers. Taxer is just trying to hold this straight. Although he does get picked off by the knot. Actually gets rid of the blue on. Bubbles coming out of Vicario.
Oh,
gets a pick with them.
There it is. That's what we want to see. Now they're on the Rainmaker. Chance to get the first big push.
Right now, this try is going to cause trying to get a cut off the Rainmaker. Oh, but goes down.
Stingray going to stop it at least. Nice pick by Tax.
That's going to be definitely. That's going to be a pretty good start though for Kraken Warriors though. But it's Rainmaker, man. 32. That's nothing in this mode. So they're definitely going to have to be able to defend this prop if no one regular gamers to push this back in. time on here.
Yeah.
Kind of just being patient.
I'm interested in seeing time on this octo shot. We haven't really seen him much on that, and does go down there. Has been one of the better players for regular gamers today, but just not getting the picks right now he needs.
Yeah, definitely. In general, all of the regular gamers are just not getting the picks they need. They're kind of playing disconnected, and kind of a weird switch though coming out of time on. I expected them to go CDS again since it was working pretty well, but you know, who knows? Maybe something will happen that will prove me otherwise. Ancient coming out though now by time on.
Yeah. There we go. Couple picks for regular gamers. Yeah, this is their chance.
Bubbles though come out in mid. The carries maybe to try and make something happen here is just pushing Tax, and no one was with Tax to help him there against that Junior, so that's going to be the push for regular gamers already.
Junior just seems to be such a nuisance to regular gamers. I mean, they didn't have to deal with it like that in their first matchup, and I just don't feel like they have an answer for it for some reason.
Yeah, definitely a very unexpected type of play from the Junior, but for KG it's been more expected because you have to be more a bit aggressive with it, but yeah, like you said, right now, regular gamers just doesn't have an answer for that Junior.
Oh, sorry, but we got an Inkjet Warren Lewis gonna win that one. That's always my favorite thing to watch in Splatoon right there.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
Oh, man.
Tex here has Ray, might use it here maybe to get his team in, but yeah.
I mean, we have 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Rainmaker, anything can happen, especially on Snapper Canal. It can be so easy to score points quick. Regular gamers definitely not out of it, but they got to stay alive. They just keep getting picked off, and this is becoming harder and harder for them. You can see that the map, they just don't have much control.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, pretty much like, I think the main thing right now is just that you have regular gamers that aren't really being like sticking as a team. Well, until now, Vicario gets that pick though.
Okay,
and
here's a chance. Tax taking it.
In.
He scoots by. What?
There's no one watching and just gets the lead.
Oh my gosh!
Warriors, bro, you gotta watch front.
Hello? Hello? Cosby still has it! What is going on? That should never happen at this level of play. Oh.
Gamers. Great by regular gamers, just seeing an opportunity to where Kraken Warriors pretty much just completely distracted at something else. I don't even know what. And so you just see a free like street and they just push it, get the lead and keep going. Right now still regular gamers still has advantage.
And look at this map control we're seeing all of a sudden from regular gamers. This is hot.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Vicario getting the kill there on the try.
Yeah. That second push by Cosby up to 5 points is pretty huge too, because Kraken Warriors are going to have to almost essentially get a KO if they want to win this game.
Yeah, pretty much. They're going to have to get their special, going to need picks. They're going to have to get a pretty much KO, yeah. Those bubbles, though, can definitely come in useful for the push, but again, they got to get set up. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Here we see one of the people from Kraken Warriors on the flank using Booyah, though he's going to get pushed by Cosby. Gets a trade on Cosby, though.
Yeah,
still 2 down on the side Kraken Warriors.
2v3, and I think Kraken Warriors might have one more chance, but it's becoming pretty tough, although the Rainmaker Pop's going to get a kill.
I don't see anything too crazy happening in 15 seconds, but I don't know.
Man, you never know.
I mean, Stingray is out. All Tax has to do is pop it just like that when the Rainmaker's picked up. If he can get a kill, that is pretty much game.
That's gonna be game unless Ricardo can get popped and grab in time, but it's only him.
That's game.
It's tested.
Regular gamers pushing us to game 4. Let's go, baby. Let's go. This is gonna be a good series. Oof.
Yeah, definitely. When I saw that whole game, regular gamers, it just pretty much the whole beginning, like the first 3-4 minutes of the game, was just playing alone, not playing as a team, getting picked off. You know, essentially just solo queue, and then just that one moment. When they get a couple of picks, right, you have Vicario on the right side of Hill. You pretty much everyone else is down on the side Kraken Warriors, and just like that, regular gamers just grabs Rainmaker and goes right through street, gets the lead, and yeah, that's pretty much how they won the game. And they kept pushing it up, and Kraken Warriors just died at the worst moment. They got too confident.
It does feel a little bit like that win was. I mean, it was definitely legit. I mean, that move by Tax and Cosby there at the end, amazing. But it doesn't feel like regular gamers dominated that game. It almost feel like Kraken Warriors had a lot of power, and then regular gamers were able to find that super amazing strat to get the Rainmaker by them. But I don't know if it did enough to give me confidence that we're going to a game 5 here.
I feel like from that game, one thing that happened at the end was definitely pretty much the two teams switched. That like at the end, regular gamers had map control. They were getting the picks. They were working as a team. They see their KAs just skyrocketed. And then Kraken Warriors was struggling basically the same way regular gamers was at the beginning of that match. And I feel like at this point, regular gamers got a crazy lead, got a pretty crazy win in Rainmaker there. I think they got the momentum going. If they keep that momentum going, you know, they could definitely take this in. We already saw them here last time on this map. They took the win pretty convincingly. Again, by most of the match, not having an advantage at all, but just taking advantage of one mistake from the opponent. And that's how they win. That's the main thing here. Yeah. They're taking advantage of a mistake.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it looks like Regular Gamers does have a legit chance here. We're going into game number 4. They win this one, all of a sudden, both teams, all they have to do is win one game. But this is game 4. Regular Gamers need to win. Kraken Warriors looking for that 1-0 start to the season. Let's see if they can grab it here.
Who baby?
Let's see what comps they're gonna pull out here. Maybe a couple comp changes we might see, but
Kraken Warriors in the green
coming out.
Yeah, Regular Gamers in the purple. Yeah, IPS. What are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing a Vanilla 52 and a Forge. This is some Forgotten Era type stuff here from like 2018. You know, so this is definitely interesting to see. We kind of have like old era versus new era. So let's see how this actually goes. Carbon here going on second.
Oh my goodness, already?
Yeah, but again, same mistakes from regular gamers from the first time they played this. They score, but they don't support their push.
Yeah.
They gotta push together. They gotta get the picks. They have to get more clams than one. All you're doing here is just giving a free pity to the enemy team.
Yeah, but now you can see Kraken Warriors stacking up those clams, 20 in the bank here, and if they get a big push here, this could be a massive lead. But Raven Gamers do have a 4v3 advantage, so they can make it to stop here if they are smart enough about it.
Definitely. Juno here on the flank. Oh, gets trained in the knot. Pretty alright trade there. They're throwing they missed the power there.
Oh, man.
That was rough. 4v2 now on the map. I'm going to predict a Kraken Warrior score here. They just got to move up 10 missiles out here too. Vicarious has it. Not looking for... Okay, yeah, I think they're going to be on the push now.
You can already see the coordination happening with Kraken Warriors, what regular gamers is lacking, but
not there. Vicarious goes to the side. No one's there around him.
Yeah, Carmen now by himself, both by themselves on the left. They go down. That might be kind of a stall push there for the side of our gamers here.
Yeah, both teams just trading people.
On the left here.
No pushes since that first sneak attack came in. There has been no scores, just back and forth. Slobber knocking, killing each other, and it is looking like no one's gonna score. Vicarious maybe has a chance here.
Oh baby, the two are coming.
Regular Gamers! They stole it away! They stole it away! There was 2 super clams there for Kraken Warriors, and Regular Gamers sneaking that one, stealing it out of the bank. The thieves, the robbers, deserve to go to jail after that one. My goodness.
Right now, regular gamers got to take advantage of the stall they had there, and you got to keep control. They go down again here, now with nearly 30 clams worth here for Kraken Warriors. If a push happens here, it's going to be really up to them back. As I say, that timeout goes down.
Yep. Setting up for another push.
This is going to be the push here.
They're coming in.
There's one. Cosby with the stop, though.
Can the 2 more come in?
Simon. No, they get it in. It's now 60 to 70. Wow. Timon almost had the stop there. Not quite. Kraken Warriors taking the lead for now.
That honestly isn't worst case scenario. Cosby got a pick or 2 there that definitely made that a lesser of a push than it could have been. They had 30 clams there and they only scored the 2 powers. So, you know, regular gamers could come back here as there's 2 down on Kraken Warriors.
They get the pick here. This could be huge. 15 Timon popping those bubbles out. Can they get the score ready,
Jump
though?
coming in. They got to get the score, though.
Tax does it. He jumps in. One more. Timon goes down. He didn't throw in the clam, though. There's no one up. They don't get the lead. That's huge.
No
Timon could not
way.
throw that last bit of clam in. Oh, feels bad.
Oh, there's a jump down the left stack that might be a score or not.
You know, they're on the
no.
stop.
It's not over yet. Kraken Warriors can still get a power plant here and make another push. They have literally no penalty. They just gotta get a power plant in for lead and then defend. Maybe even more if they can get a push going. Carbon pushes him in on his own. Does get the pick on Timon though. Juno nearly with power plant. Has the power
the
from here.
baller.
But that's to a bomb.
It hurts to
Oh,
watch.
the baller, it was so close. That was inches away. Vicarious going down too. This is just a bloody back and forth once again. 50 seconds left though, and it's a 1-point game. Whoever scores next is going to be the winner. I can feel it.
Oh my goodness.
Right now, if Regular Gamer wins this, they gotta make a power first. And they have to stop going down. They gotta play
Bubbles are ready though.
Oh.
This is their chance. Tax
Oh,
on it. He's gonna go in by himself again though. Timon there with the bubbles. Timon takes it. He's gotta throw it in. He gets it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, more clamps maybe coming in here.
Holy cow. Regular Gamer's gonna get the lead, but Kraken Warriors is gonna get a pity clam.
That shark there for the clamp, stalling that. That's pretty smart.
Tax trying to go in again, but again they leave themselves open, trying to score more. Now they gotta make a defense 2v4, and Kraken Warriors could still win this game.
Regular Gamers right now has got to play defensive. Don't worry about pushing, just defend. They could win this. They just gotta
Oh my
defend
goodness,
here,
we're so close to a
Bomb
game
rush.
5.
Bomb rush on the side of Kraken Warriors. Looking for that pick there on the junior. Right now, that Carbon's on the right stack. They could get jumps in. T-Tech goes down on the side of Kraken Warriors. Force goes down. 2 go down on the
3v3.
side of Regular Gamers.
They still have plenty of clams. Vicarious there. Cosby shuts him down.
Beautiful. Gorgeous.
Timon right now. Gets that pick. That's the game.
Well
Holy
done.
cow.
Game 5.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, the best match of the day I think we've seen so far. A hype last minute. Everyone in the chat freaking out. And we have a game 5. Regular Gamers versus Kraken Warriors. Look at that leaderboard. Kraken Warriors with all the kills. But it doesn't matter. What matters is the score line. IPS, how did they win that? Even though you just saw the leaderboard, Kraken Warriors had such a higher KA over Regular Gamers and still lost it.
I'm gonna say this right now: kills do not matter if you don't win. If you lose and get an 18 KA, that doesn't matter. You still lost. You know, that means you still made a mistake on the team play. You still made a bad decision somewhere around. You got kills, but you didn't win the game. But that game was just nuts. Like at the end there, the final push there, we saw Tax went in right on his own. And, you know, when I saw that there, I thought that was going to be it. But then Timon comes with the bubbles, clutches the power climb in. Then also, very smart play by one of the players from Regular Gamers, goes onto the top right and sharks there with clams and waits for the timer to go nearly all the way down and then starts storing clams, which not only gives more points to Regular Gamers, but also stalls out the push even more, which gives even less time to Kraken Warriors. And at the end there, just a couple of clutch picks coming from Regular Gamers just shut out the game. So other than that, it was really just a bloodbath of teams just going in for clams, trying to get random pushes, trying to sneak in. A lot of deaths.
Yeah, wow. Well, let's take a moment to appreciate Nugget, who did cheer 50 bits after that hype match. But Zach here with 30 seconds. We are now in a game 5. Both have won 2 in a row. Ray the Gamers with the momentum. Who do you got your money on for this game number 5, taking the series?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard to say. I just wanted to say I don't know if I've ever felt this level of anticipation for a week 1 match.
Yeah.
My word.
No kidding.
So Regular Gamers, if they're able to come out strong here, I think that they're able to take it. But they need to be working really well on that teamwork. I think if they aren't able to phone that in, that Kraken will be taking this home.
All right, well, we are game number 5 ready. Let's jump into it and see if Kraken Warriors or Ray the Gamers take a week 1 victory. Let's get hype in the chat.
Right, let's see the comps they run here in Wahoo World. I'm pretty interested to see what they're going to pull out here. The Charger coming out from Lewis, who's been playing T-Tech and Frontline Soul Times. That's pretty interesting.
Timon going back to that ballpoint Splatling as well.
Yeah, we see pretty much the same comp that they ran on Gobi Zones. So let's see if Regular Gamers fares pretty well on a different zones map that is not Gobi. Hikari here has armor at the ready, gets picked with the bomb on Juno. He's gonna maybe go for the flank here. Lewis looking for a snipe. Here.
I feel like that bomb rush too is going to be huge for the side of Kraken Warriors flipping the zone when they need to. Lewis, if he can get enough of those.
Shin goes down. Oh, but the flames that goes down on the side of the regular gamers here. Time trying to make something happen. He's gonna pop right in zone.
Can we get the picks though? That's the question.
Oh, bombs just all over the place. Now trying to survive. Does survive though. 3v3 situation here. Chargers backed up to the plat. We see one person under and one on the left and one on flat. Very disconnected right now for Kraken Warriors. As I say that the Charger also goes down.
Yeah, Charger going down is going to be huge. I feel like Regular Gamers just now has the freedom to walk up, gain so much map control. You can see all the pink and Cosby. I don't know, maybe looking for a hero play. Unfortunately, he's going to go down, and that means a flip back to Kraken Warriors.
Yep, definitely a bit too hasty there. They got to play as a team, like you said, but right now, Time on his own is going to have to probably back here. Does get flanked, though, by Vicario. Does have to get back up. Right now, Splash does go down on the side of Regular Gamers. Another one goes down on the side of Regular Gamers.
Yeah, Kraken Warriors getting a few bomb kills. That's pretty huge, and they're going to scout out the last alive Time with these missiles. Now he's in danger, and Kraken Warriors going to get a pretty big lead, and Regular Gamers now feeling some pressure with only 40 points left.
And as you say that, the Splash just goes down again. Right now, Regular Gamers just isn't getting a push. They're playing extremely disconnected. Charger does go down, though, on the side of Kraken Paradise. But
they lose 2 players and they don't have the control. They're trying to flip the zone, but they're just exposing themselves to Kraken Warriors. Kraken Warriors are getting all the kills, and they have the lead. They can shut them out. The Regular Gamers really got to get some control back here. This is looking pretty bad.
Trying to back up. Oh, okay, zone goes to the side of Regular Gamers. This might be a turnaround here. Right now, Regular Gamers has to play as a team. They got to push people together, and they got to use their special to hold here. They cannot go for hasty plays.
They are able to come in and take this zone back, but Regular Gamers are yet to win a Splat Zones game in this entire tournament, and it looks like it's just their weak mode.
Getting a pick if he can get a second.
Gets a pick on the Junior, maybe a double, but doesn't get it. Fortunately, missiles do come out on the side of Regular Gamers. Probably going to be the zone flip now for Kraken Warriors.
Yeah, they do have a giant penalty on them though, so Regular Gamers are going to have multiple opportunities, but 2 minutes on the clock, meaning that they really got to win these next couple of battles if they want to win. Kraken Warriors doing a great job just holding on for their dear lives.
Yep. Vicario here with armor at the ready is going to pop it, throw a bunch of bombs. Might push up with those. Is looking to push Tax. Gets pick on Tax. Is now currently behind them. Gets another pick on Juno. Vicario here is just getting these picks for his team.
Vicario's been popping off today. 3 in a row, maybe 4?
He might get a quad here. Doesn't get it. Time on saving him from the clip.
But he's stuck in the corner. This is dangerous. Can't go down here. They gotta get the zone back here. They do flip it once again.
They do flip it.
Whew.
Yeah, but still, right now, Regular Gamers needs to get that control, or else it's just gonna be another push back in for Kraken Warriors. And Lewis out here with the bomb rush.
But he pops it too early.
If they keep the zone here, zone's still on the side of Regular Gamers. They gotta keep zone though.
Yeah, he popped that. He popped that bomb rush a little too early. Wasn't in range to even get to the zone.
On the T-tack. So
it's all Tax and timing right now. They got a 2v3. Oh, and Tax goes down.
Very bad spot.
Good pick. Timing goes down. Cosby goes down. This feels like all she wrote. I mean, Regular Gamers at this point would need a miracle. 30 seconds left. There's still a chance. Juno going in does trade. But, I mean, look how far away they are with only so much time left on the clock.
Man.
Zone flip here, maybe by... looking pretty close to... Okay.
You get another pick on Timon. Or on Lewis, sorry.
This is their last chance. It's Regular Gamers' last chance, though. They got to get their specials. They got to play as a team. They cannot push up like they did before. Yeah. Rain coming out.
Do you have the zone? 5 seconds left. This is going to overtime, baby. Here we go. Missiles out, though. Bombs out. This could be a chance for Kraken Warriors to flip the zone. It's going to get flipped. Oh, my goodness.
Unfortunate.
Kraken Warriors, GG's to them. They do get that flip just in the nick of time. They're going to pick up a week 1 win by 7 points in game 5. Way to make it happen when it matters most. Vicarious again popping off on this Splattershot Junior. IPS, can we safely say Vicarious MVP of this close matchup?
Yeah, definitely the MVP of this matchup. That game was insanely close, honestly. Regular gamers honestly could have won that, but in the end there, they just kind of didn't play zone completely, I feel, because at the end they led missiles into zone, just which gave extra pain to Kraken Warriors, and just specials coming out from Kraken Warriors, and that was basically just game. They had the zone as soon as those missiles were basically on there.
Wow, that was just a great matchup, a great series in general. Zach, a week one series like this, is it safe to say that was the best matchup we're going to see of the season in week one?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. But that is absolutely the best matchup we've ever seen in week one, for sure.
Man.
And another thing that is going on right now in the chat, 7%. Only 93 to 7% regular gamers was going to take it home. So 7% of the people who voted for Kraken Warriors is getting a buttload of channel points right now.
Wow, that was an incredible series. Both teams playing super well week one. Regular gamers, sadly, they lose this series for that team. But they start off the week 1-1, and you got to feel like they're not feeling too bad about the league. Starting 1-1 and such a close chance getting a 2-0 start. Kraken Warriors, on the other hand, starting off with a 1-0 victory. They almost got reverse swept, though. It was looking very dangerous. I mean, man, I'm lit up, guys, because an 8-point game 5, nothing better you can ask for. And oh my goodness, I'm excited for more action. We got 3 more matches today. We're going to take a quick break to set up our third matchup. It's going to be West Broadway Grillers versus Symphony, which they have been talking trash to each other on Twitter. If you haven't seen it, you should go look at it. It is amazing. Mm-hmm. Blue, thank you for the follow.
Go check it out right now during the break.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in a moment. All right, welcome back to the analyst desk here. It has been a hype week already, and I am mistaken again once again. Sorry about that for not getting the logo set up here, but we do indeed have Symphony versus West Broadway Grillers. I just want to take a second to thank all of you who have supported. We've already hit this stream at some point 65 viewers, which is tied for our record. So week 1, that's pretty dang impressive. So thank you guys for supporting us, and thank you to all who donate. Those prize pools will be added up for the teams. So thank you guys to the subs, bits, and donations for those of you who can do that. But just thank you for being here watching, and we're gonna get jumping into our third matchup here. So let's talk a little bit about the teams if you don't know them. Team 1 here is Symphony, led by Captain Swampy. On the team is Takura, Pez, Kayo, and Ozzy. IPS, anything that you have seen from Symphony? Wow, Symphony, it's a hard team name to say. I'm sorry, guys. Symphony, before or any of their players you want to point out?
I think Symphony's been a team for a pretty long time. Like, I remember hearing their name around like for a good while. So I've seen them play in tournaments. They're pretty decent. So, yeah, I would like to see how they actually play here right now in this set. So, pretty excited.
Yeah, and then the second team, West Broadway Grillers, led by Devi. On the list is Jim, Sam, Toxic, Cookie, and Ninga. So, anything you can tell us about West Broadway?
So, I believe West Broadway is like a former Low Wink winner. So they've definitely ascended past that level of, low level. So they're definitely a strong team here. So excited to see how they play. I've played them before. They put up a good fight. So interested to see how they do here. I think they do have a brush player from, I remember last time I played against them. So awesome. I would really like to see that because watching brush players is honestly insanely fun.
All right, well, we're already jumping into game number 1. Zach, you are the man. You're the myth, the legend. Who's going to win this series? You have 2 seconds to predict.
Symphony.
Okay, we got Symphony. In the channel points, it is pretty heavily towards West Broadway. We'll see who is right. Is it Zach? Is it the chat? And let's get into this. West Broadway in the green. Meanwhile, Symphony in the orange. And IPS, what are you seeing out of these teams' comps?
Well, the bright orange thing in the room right now is going to be that Zap 89. Very unorthodox pick. That also means that Symphony right now has no armor. So it's definitely interesting to see. But, let's see if they can make it work here. On the side of West Broadway Grillers, you have a more orthodox comp. You got the armor Zap, you got the leader, you got the cheat Zap, and you got the... and the crap is pretty orthodox comp, but we see here 3 picks actually coming out from that Zap 89, so it might actually be a good pick after all. You see KO here getting that control of the left hoop here, probably looking for a pick or just to put his presence over the map. TJ goes down again on the side of
West Broadway just getting pressured all over the map. They have not been able to touch this zone since the beginning. And it's looking like this could be a heavily favored win for Symphony unless somehow West Broadway can figure out a way to get out here.
Right now they do have an armor at the ready, although the K-Shot is pushing up into their stands. There's also K-Shot now trying to maybe go for a flank, but
this is their chance.
Push up.
They need to flip the zone. This could be a game KO already. Oh my goodness, they do get the penalty down. That was a quick swap. I didn't even see that happen. That was a little weird. Okay, West Broadway holding on for at least one moment. Gonna give us a longer game at least, if anything.
Yeah, right now though, Symphony already has control again. We see Sam here on the leader, trying to maybe look for a pick while he's on stands, but he's gonna get pressured by bombs. He's gonna throw out his own raid to counter KO's one. He's gonna get missiled too, and he's gonna have to back a little bit.
Yeah, but again, you can just see how much pressure Symphony is creating. Finally, West Broadway is finding a way towards the zone, but can they cap it is the question. Finally getting a couple picks. 3v1, this is the chance for West Broadway. I think they just need to take a breath. Realize they went down early, but now they have control. If they can just keep finding these picks, they're going to be all right. They're going to have a chance at this game now.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to need to get their specials since they have as I said, the leader does go down on the side of West Broadway. That's already putting them at disadvantage. Missiles, double missiles also coming out. So that's might be a flip of zone to favor of Symphony, but as I say
definitely
that,
gotta go
that's
that
going to be
way.
a flip
Yeah,
of zone.
4v2 on the map.
Toxic now on his own is going to go down to the Zap there.
Yeah.
And we see the K shot pushing up left, missing the jump.
Really, besides that one blip in the mid game there, it seems like Symphony have definitely been dominating this game. Sam with a nice pick though. Maybe if they can get a couple more picks, they have another shot, but Symphony is putting the clock on them once again. Nice specials out from West Broadway though, and now they flip the zone once more.
You see here, it just seems like West Broadway Grillers is able to get capped. Like, they are able to get their specials together to get the cap zone. But they can't seem to just actually be able to get complete control, or when they do get control, it just shifts in around like 3 seconds. So they gotta try to actually get control and like put some pressure on West Broadway Grillers, Symphony right now, yeah.
All right, well, they get the pressure there. 3 picks go down just as you were calling for it. They're able to make it happen and stopping Symphony again just shy of a KO.
So now we see West Broadway maybe has 2 specials on the ready. Could set up for a good defense here. Although both missiles are nearly ready on the side of Symphony, and they're going to pop both of them. And as I said, also Rapid goes
nice
down.
bomb.
Oh, that's going to be a kill on the Zap. They could hold here with that Inkjet. Right now, the Zap, K-Shot 1v1 if he wins. K-Shot gets that pick, and they're going to cap zone 2.
It just seems like Symphony is able to get those picks when it's needed. West Broadway, as you said, able to cap the zones, but Symphony is just playing so aggressive and getting these picks when it matters.
That double missile coordination is coming out really handy right now. They're able to just get 2 missiles off at the same time and put insane pressure and basically just force West
Jim
Broadway
needs to win this 1v1. Doesn't get it. Swampy has been popping off. I think he's going to be a KDA leader here, possibly. Ozzy as well getting some picks here. And Symphony, I think with that, could just cap this game. West Broadway are not really close enough. 7 seconds left. This would be crazy if they can get it, but I believe Symphony has just won this game.
Yeah, but Rapid also DC's on the side of West Broadway last second there. That's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, like, that was a pretty decisive win for Symphony right there. Yeah. Very unorthodox choice of the Zap 89, but they seem to be able to make it work insanely well. Coming out with 11 missiles total.
12 kills for that leader too. We didn't get to watch much of Kaio there, but seemingly that could have been possibly why they were able to get the lead and just maintain it so well and get that control. IPS, who else do you want to call out there from Symphony making it happen?
I mean, honestly, I think all of them made it happen. I don't think there was one player there. All of them did something. Like, you had missiles coming out from Takura. You had also missiles coming out from Swampy. Both of them were also getting a bunch of picks. You had Ozzy backing them up with the long-range support, and then KO was just on that charge. We didn't get to see him much, but he did something. Whether it be assists, whether it be with that rain, whether it be just putting that long-range pressure, making the enemy team scared to drop certain places, he did things. And as a team, they played insanely well together that game. Meanwhile, West Broadway seemed to not be able to find a proper footing that whole game. The missiles making them move all the time. So they're going to have to find a counter to those missiles or a way to play around it if they want to really try to win this set.
Yeah, Zach, how are you feeling? What are your takeaways from Game 1? Symphony maybe looking a little dominant. Do you think West Broadway can take a Game 2 and tie it up?
Even though it did feel like there were moments where West Broadway was able to hold down the fort, it definitely just feels like Symphony is 100% the better team. And the little flukes that were showing up by West Broadway where they were able to take the zone for a moment, it feels like Symphony had a very clear idea of how they were going to capitalize on taking that back. And I think we're going to continue to see that in the next 2 games.
Yeah, well, teams are setting up here for Tower Control Skipper. IPS, what are you expecting to see as far as team comps on this map?
Well, there was a couple of switches for both teams. Pez coming in for Symphony and Debbie coming in for West Broadway Grillers. I think Debbie plays Hydra, so we might be seeing a Hydra here on Skipper TC once again. And I don't necessarily remember what Pez plays, so we'll see what he comes up with right here in a couple of seconds.
All right. Well, teams are readied up. We're going to go to game number 2, see if West Broadway Grillers can pull us to an even 1-1. Let's jump into the action. All right, here we go. As we said, Skipper Pavilion on the docket here in this match. We got West Broadway in the orange, and we got Symphony in the purple. And yeah, kind of as you called out, we're seeing the Hydra here once again.
We got the Hydra, Sam changed from the leader to the 52 here on Ninja Squid. We see LCS coming out from Nin, so seems like a very much a couple of changes here, might change things around. KO is still on that leader on TC, which can actually be really threatening. Rain is surprisingly pretty good in defense, and being able to just perch yourself up with leader to defend is pretty strong. And again, still that Zap 89 also coming out from Symphony, so definitely interesting to see how this will go.
Yeah. Team just filling out. Oh,
and very unfortunate time for the camera to switch. Pouring in there.
Just that's one of the ones you just pretend you didn't see happen on screen.
Yeah. Right now, Pez here that goes down to the Jet, although Jem here is on his own. He actually gets a double, so it's not going to be in vain. He still has a alive here. Might be able to get a triple.
Oh. Not able to, but
his
does,
teammates come in and help him.
Yeah, it does get a position where it helps his team get a double without him there. So nice job there. That really is going to stop the push and give West Broadway a chance to get this first lead.
Rain there by Nin to the top left. Going to put pressure there. Booyah also coming out from Sam now. They throw the Booyah. KO trying to get a snipe. Is not really finding them, unfortunately. Although Sam still does go down. Debbie popping armor on the Hydra.
Missiles under pressure, though.
Might go for the checkpoint here. Oh, gets the checkpoint.
Wow.
That's a pretty solid checkpoint.
Okay, I didn't think they would get that checkpoint. That was a pretty cheeky move there to get back up on the tower, even though one of them was only alive.
Yeah, definitely. Takura here now versus Sam. Just kind of having this mid-fight, kind of just in a neutral state. They're not really doing much. See Sam here. Trying to maybe look for a pick here on the shot that's pushing up. The shot does go down.
Jem goes
down as well. It's going to be a 2v2 situation here. Takura and KO in mid, one on tower. Sam on his own though. Nin trying to come up, and now they could push together. Oh, Takura just gets picked on the CDS though.
It's feeling again like it's another close match, but this time around West Broadway doing a much better job than they did in game 1. I'm pretty impressed with them so far. They are going to get the tower pushed towards them again, so let's see how good of a defense they can mount up here.
Yeah, a very interesting turn of events here I was not expecting to see, but it looks like Symphony is going to be able to grab this checkpoint 1.
Oh, yeah.
I see right now 2 down on the side of Symphony, though.
I'm probably wrong, but I don't feel like I've seen Debbie go down like this entire match. Maybe once or twice here, but Debbie staying alive, getting those ink armors for the team. This has been a surprisingly good Hydra pick, I think even better than what we saw earlier today.
Yeah, I believe she's a Hydra main, so she knows what to do with the weapon, so definitely good survivability by her right now. And Debbie just pushing his tower right now with not much competition. Yeah. I think it's the pick on Takura there. They're going to rush the tower now.
Swampy finally making it happen. Kaio there too. Sam the only one left alive, so I definitely feel like that's the end.
Trade pick. Does get the trade.
Yeah.
That does mean that there isn't going to be missiles for a little bit from Swampy. Although Takura's can have her missiles, of course, so they still have missiles online. They're using them right now. Pez getting picked on the CDS, also has Booyah Bomb on the ready. It gets to pick on Jem, a really good double right now. Oh, but he does the same mistake as him.
Yeah, I think there might be a little bit lag here and there. We've had trouble with the servers today. We're gonna chalk those dives off the edge to lag here. But Symphony with a good push. Not enough though. I think West Broadway is gonna be able to hold on, and it seems like they just have more control. They have more patience here now that they have the lead, and it feels like with a minute left, they really have a great chance to win this game.
The Hydra isn't getting a lot of kills, but honestly, that's fine because it seems like honestly the Hydra is just putting a lot of pressure. You know, it's basically blocking this whole area force Symphony to push, and then Symphony's forced to fight against other players instead of the Hydra before they're able to actually get to the Hydra. Yep. And it's been more difficult because you have to just have a Hydra spraying you. But as I say that right now, West Broadway pretty pushed back here. This could be the push for the lead. Pez does go down though. Sam going for his Booyah.
Gotta be Sam right here, right now. 10 points, 7 points. They're not going to get there in time? Okay, yes, they do.
Oh, he drops the Booyah on his feet, though. There is someone on top left of him. He gets the pick on the K shot.
That was huge, but again, a 2v3
situation.
Sam's got to make it happen.
He gets the pick on Sakura.
Debbie there as well.
From the right side.
Wow, this is close. 5 seconds left. 4v3 on the map. West Broadway just holding up for dear life. My goodness, Pet's still there. Bomb though, and they do make it happen. What a close, sick match there. 5-point differential there at the end. West Broadway just holding on for their dear life, but Debbie and Sam staying alive there, making it happen. And right there, yes, we see Sam with the 12 KA. As you said, Debbie, not much KA, but a lot of map control by that Hydra. Wow, what a close match. And we're going to go into game number 3, now tied up 1-1.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said there, Debbie was just putting a lot of control, and just a lot of pressure in a sense, because when you see a Hydra just stationed up somewhere, you're not going to push that area. You're going to get shredded. So pretty much denies a whole area for Symphony, or a bit of area. And that kind of made them have to play a bit slower, a bit more with their specials, which they were doing all right. But in the end, just the picks coming from West Broadway just kind of canceled out all the specials that Symphony was throwing out.
Yeah. Zach, what are your thoughts after watching that pretty intense game 2, coming down to just 5 points, and West Broadway taking that, tying it up?
Something I found surprising is when you have a close tower control game, it feels like when you're in this level of play that it tends to be like an 80 to 75. I found it really interesting how low both parties got later on in the game. I really think that Symphony is still the better team here, and I think they'll be able to pull off victory here in Rainmaker.
Yeah, and I think this game 3 Rainmaker, as you said, Zach, is going to be huge because we've said it time and time and again, Rainmaker can be such a swingy game. And, man, if you get a 2-1 victory here, that's going to give you 2 more opportunities to knock out the other team. And honestly, after seeing both those games, I feel like game 3 could go either way. Both teams are ready, so let's stop talking about it. Let's just jump into the action. Let's see who is able to get up 2-1. And yes, Drift, I do have curtains. I just have not hung them yet, so you know what? I'll get them next time.
I'm gonna call it right now. There's gonna be one Ray on both sides, at least one Ray. Gonna call that right now.
All right. Well, let's see. West Broadway in the blue.
WBG proving me wrong with the Hydra pick still, which did work. So that's fair enough.
You know, sometimes it's not about team comp. It's just what about you're comfortable on, what weapon you're the best with, and I think Devi's just proven that here. We'll see if Devi can prove it again.
Now we have Ray coming out from KO. Swampy here in the brown left side. And then looking to see him make something happen, but right now it's more or less a stalemate here. Brown rush. Oh, a bomb does get a kill though. This is going to be the push for WBG here as they just start going left.
Yeah, and then you guys are going to take it. If they can take down Sakura.
Sakura's getting rushed. This
oh my word, you're kidding me.
This could be a quick KO right here. They gotta stop him. No, they all going down. Stingray out, but it's gonna be a dunk.
Oh my gosh.
That game's done.
See what I mean? I mean, it's just a swingy throw of the dice, and West Broadway able to get just a few picks. And dang, I didn't check the time on that game, but felt like one of those games from last week where it was just a 28-second match. Maybe that one was 30-something, but Jim with a 4KA leading the charge for West Broadway. And now, all of a sudden, they have the lead up over Symphony.
And a bunch of momentum to boot. That game, there isn't much to say. It just started off with pretty much a stalemate. Bombers then comes out for WBG, a bomb pick on Swampy, and after that, it is just a snowball. Because after that, just Symphony couldn't find a way to come back and position himself. They just got rushed and snowballed and picked off, and that's the KO.
Yeah.
And sometimes Rainmaker's just like that. You get wiped once, and that's pretty much game.
That is Rainmaker, but Clam Blitz almost never ends up that way. I think that we're going to be seeing a crazy stalemate here in our Clam Blitz game.
Yeah, it seems like these teams are very even, and I agree, Zach. A stalemate here. Symphony going to need the win, though, to push us to Game 5. And with the pressure on Week 1 against a team I know they want to beat, they've been trash-talking on Twitter. Man, I'm getting a little nervous for Symphony after they had such a great Game 1, too. Really seemed dominant over West Broadway. And all of a sudden now they're at a chance to lose Week 1. Wow.
Definitely. Thinking here, the Symphony could keep their double missile comp here, and it could work really well since this is a pretty compact map, so missiles can be pretty deadly at times. Although Swampy could also go for the Inkjet pick, but we'll see that soon. And WBG, honestly, ever since they came with the Hydra, they've been rocking that one comp, and it's just been working.
Yeah. I mean,
just putting so much zone control and
it definitely works that game too. I don't know how much that Rainmaker credit I'll give to the Hydra, but we'll see if they decide to go for it again.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Of course, there wasn't much done. I mean, the Rainmaker was too fast for for the Hydra to do anything, it being such a slow weapon. But definitely, still that TC game, it did do a lot. So I don't think that will change really in Clan Blitz, especially with a map where Hydra can basically reach all the way to mid just from its snipe. So
all right, well, we are ready for game number 4. Symphony need a win here to push us to another Game 5. Let's see if they can make it happen. Jumping into Mako Mart.
Let's see what they pull out here. We have got, again, like I said, the Hydra coming out for WBG. A pretty aggressive comp coming out from Symphony. Again, missile zap, and they're coming out with a bomb rush and a Booyah Bomb. So let's see here.
Yep. Interested to see Kaio take a lot of that special charge, even using the ×2. We'll see if that suction bomb rush can really help getting them control on Clan Blitz. And a nice pick to start things off.
Right now, 2 down the side of WBG. Right now, Symphony could get a push going, but they're giving time for WBG to respawn, so this push could have less impact, but double bomb rush now, I think, coming out. This could do a lot. They do get 2 down. They missed a power clam.
Pez there, though, on the side to make it happen.
Pez getting it, though. Although this might not be as big of a push now as it's only Pez and KO. Although I say that, Pez will throw the Booyah Bomb, does get a couple of more clams in.
Yeah.
Pez still here on his own, is going to get pincered now, probably. Yeah, then goes down to WBG. KO still with this control of the right stack is probably going to back up. Takura, though, going in with a bit more clams.
Kaio there again, too.
KO with the wall and gets some more clams, and this push just keeps going.
Wow, see, and that's what you'd love to see on Clan Blitz. Instead of these singular rushes like we've been seeing the earlier games of the day, it seems like Symphony got the coordination not only in their specials, but the splash wall and their subs. They were just doing a great job and kept that basket open, I think, much longer, honestly, than it deserved to be open.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you said, just bigger pushes. That's how you win Clan Blitz, and Symphony just showed that there. And even now, they made a bigger push, and they still have control in mid. And right now in the 3-3 situation, that's helping them a lot, so they don't get immediately overrun with the push from WBG.
Yeah, WBG definitely need to get some map control back. You can see green paint everywhere. You can see Clam still on the side of Symphony, and not really any for West Broadway now that he goes down. Jim dying there. It's looking pretty rough for West Broadway. Of course, there's still 3 minutes. Anything can happen, but Symphony just seem to have their number, at least on this map.
There now, KO gets pushed by the splash. So that's going to be a 4v3 situation. Maybe another pick on from Sam, or actually, Nin goes down, so Sam's going to have to back up there. Now, 2 of them on left stack. Sam actually going mid. It's going to be pretty tough right now for West Broadway. They can't seem to be able to get mid control as Symphony just keeps getting those picks to push them back and force them to back up.
Yeah, like seems like the pressure of that Splatter Shop scope too is going to help out Symphony. I know that Hydra has been good so far, but it doesn't seem to be doing quite as much here on Mako Mart. And Pez with a couple kills there as well, making things happen.
Yeah, right now the Hydra's not doing as much, so it's feel like that's because finally Symphony is probably using a lot of their missiles on the Hydra, and just in general trying to take these close quarter fights against the frontliners of WBG to get those picks. So
they have the clams. They had the picks. He does go down there, but Sam's still alive too. If he can stay alive, this is a chance for West Broadway to score. They gotta get clams, but they go down.
They have no clams, and they're just gonna get pushed back again. They do have a pity in spawn, but it didn't grab.
Yeah, I mean that was probably their best chance to score so far too, and it gets them nothing. And Symphony just can really defend and sit back. There's only a minute and a half left now.
Yeah, KO here may be getting a snipe again. Just 2 down on the side of West Broadway. They just can't seem to get the clams. They can't seem to get mapped. They can't seem to get the picks, and it's just showing that Symphony is adapted to this Hydra pretty well right now. Probably, again, like I said, taking those close quarter fights to kill their frontliners so the Hydra can't really do anything on his own.
Yeah. They got one super clam though, and if they want to take the lead, they got to make something happen soon. They do get a pick. Ninja trying to get through, but the Booyah Bomb's going to make the stop there, and I think they might lose it. Jim's going to pick it up though. Can score, but do they have any other clams to score with? Debbie's got a few.
Nice.
They still haven't grabbed that pit. He's still in
Sam on the side. Debbie throwing more in. Maybe we're wrong. 2 more is all they need. Sam's got to get there, though. Swampy's there to defend. Ninja's going to take the lead.
Oh, my gosh.
He gets the lead.
In the last 30 seconds.
Oh, my gosh. All that work Symphony did, and West Broadway able to wipe it away with a 1 great push. Now the pressure's on, though. Can they hold with 20 seconds left?
Yeah, game isn't over until it says game. So right now, Symphony's got to find a push. They do have missiles online, and other specials are pretty close too. They start using missiles.
All right. Going to overtime.
Trying to hold that left stack. Booyah Bomb does come out with the bombers.
They
does
get
go down
Kaio.
on the side of the
Swampy goes down.
They're just pushing in.
This is game.
Getting the
Pez is there.
Pez.
Nope, that's game.
Down.
That's a great stop by West Broadway. We're not going to see a game 5.
Overtime early, and that is 3-1 to West
My
Broadway.
goodness. That's the thing about clams, though. You can be winning the game for 4 minutes, but if the other team gets 1 great push, it counteracts all the work that you did for that long in the match, and it feels bad for Symphony, but West Broadway, congrats to you guys making it happen, taking 3 wins in a row to close down this series, not giving Symphony another chance to take this series. IPS, how did they win that game and take this series?
Honestly, at the end there, just when like WBG got that game-winning push, what happened is they got their power clam in, and then they kind of just Debbie had a lot of clams. They kind of just let Debbie score all her clams, and the next thing you know, Nin is able to get some clams and just sneak in with the CDS and get that lead. Basically, it came down to Symphony just not focusing who had clams. Sometimes when the enemy team pushes on you in clam blitz, you gotta calm down and look, right, who do we see that has clams? And you focus them first, because if they die, then their teammates who don't have clams have to go grab the clams or come back from whatever they're doing. So, because if you just go and kill the people without clams, you're just letting the other one score, and that's basically what happened there. Debbie and Nin just were able to get in and just score their clams.
Yeah.
While Symphony were distracted with someone else.
Yeah. And it feels bad because Symphony had a great chance to push us to a game 5. We're not able to hold on. It felt like that one could have gone the distance, and I would not be surprised to see these teams maybe play each other in the playoffs. That would be a hype match. I would love to see more of this series. And getting 4 games is a pretty good treat here. I wish Game 5 happened, but West Broadway able to take that one away. Zach, how are you feeling about the 2 teams now after their Week 1 matchup?
I don't know. I'm very surprised that Symphony wasn't able to pull it off. I still do think that they played just a tad bit better, but I think that Clam Blitz was able to kind of put them over the edge there by West Broadway. So I'm interested to see as we go into this next game, we get to see from West Broadway again. I'm hoping to see more of their style of play in this coming up match.
Yeah, well, both teams playing great, even though Symphony is going to take the loss. GG's to them. They played some great matches, And it was a very close one today. Even though the scoreline was a 3-1, it felt way closer than that. And so I'm sure we'll see great things out of both of these teams moving forward. We're going to take a few minute break. West Broadway Grillers is going to take on Xylo now. Also going to be a hype matchup. And we'll see if they can take 2 wins or if Xylo will knock them down to that 1-1 going into week 2. See you guys on the other side of the break. All right, welcome back to the desk for game number 4. We got West Broadway Grillers taking on Xylo right now. But before we do, just want to say thank you to the recent follows that have come in. Blue, Kiera, I Live Vicariously, Obese Tyrese, and X Not Daniel. So thank you guys for the follows again. Appreciate it. I'm feeling 500 follows after season 3 at least. So thank you guys for contributing to that. In the channel points right now, predictions. I'm seeing a lot of predictions for Xylo. So let's take a look at the team. Xylo, because we've already seen West Broadway once today. We have Akumo taking it as team captain. Followed up is Blue, Action, Neo, and Dino. IPS. Tell us a little bit about this team, please.
Well, I know that I think they took either a first or second place at a recent Minnow Cup, so that's pretty solid placement. Other than that, I do know one of their players, Neo. He used to be on Persistence. I used to coach him when he was on that team, so that was I know how he plays. I know that he's a pretty good player. I know he can definitely make some good plays, so definitely like he did last season with Persistence. So I'm excited to see how he plays with this new team of his.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Neo definitely a star performer for Persistence back in Season 2. And we also saw Blue just a couple matches here on Ink Kings, was very dominant on Ink Kings when he did get to play. So I'm excited to see those two players as well as the rest of the team. And Zach, coming to you first. Do you agree with the channel point predictions, or are you taking West Broadway to win their second match today?
I'm a little bit surprised that these predictions are so lopsided. It feels like after West Broad Grillin was able to take that victory last round, that easy dub, I would think there'd be a little bit more support in their house. So I'm gonna go with them. I'm feeling good about these Westerners.
All right, well, we'll see. It's interesting that Swift isn't here anymore, but earlier in the day, he did predict Xylo to win it all even before the season started. So
I predicted to win it all as well.
Yeah, so you guys have high hopes for Xylo. Are you picking them here over West Broadway then?
Yeah, I'm picking Xylo over West Broadway here.
All right.
And even if Xylo loses this, I feel like they could still bounce back and take the whole season. So I'm confident in them for sure.
All right. Well, we are seconds away. Let's see who's going to take it. We're gonna have game number 1 back on Gobi Arena Splat Zones. This is match number 4. West Broadway Grillers taking on Xylo. This should be a hype series.
Let's see what comps come out from both teams here. I believe Debbie is now playing for West Broadway on this map, so I think I wasn't checking. Yep, then that means we're going to have a Hydra. And actually, West Broadway taking from Symphony with the Zap 89, so that's pretty interesting. And then we see on the side of Xylo, pretty standard comp. CDS, Hastery, Shot, Charger. You know, so nothing too crazy. And as Xylo gets a pick on the T-Tech there on West Broadway, and they pretty much are already going to get control at the start of the game.
Yeah, I'm really interested to watch Blue here again. Back in Season 2 when he did get to sub in for Ink Kings, he popped off and had one of the highest KDAs of the season. Of course, there was only a few matches, and already you can see Xylo getting those picks, and all that's left is the poor Hydra by themselves.
Right now, Xylo has the bomb rush ready for defense. Hopefully, they'll keep it for when West Broadway's going to try to push in here. And, he gets a pick on the CS. But a bomb does kill Neo, though, so it's going to be a 3v3 situation. I think Gem without Ancient just drops down on his zone, although it does get help from Nin to get the pick on the CDS. Nin now pretty much trying to paint zone, so it does get the zone. He's now going to drop down into zone himself.
A good score here by Xylo to open it up. Of course, that's not going to be a game-winning score, but they got to feel good about taking that first early aggression, that early lead. West Broadway, though, able to get some of that back here, and we'll see if they're able to hold on to the zone. But going down there with the Hydra, I'm sure that they're not going to be able to hold this much longer. 3v3 now.
There is a pick on the T-Tech, though, so it's going to be 3v3. Gem here on the Inkjet. HP does go down, although Xylo does cap zone. So another 3v3 situation. Actually, that does come out for a winning team fight for Xylo. Kind of a bloodbath there near the end, although Xylo's got to get home before they start going for picks here.
Yeah, you would have thought West Broadway would be able to hold that on with the man advantage, but then goes down, and no, again with another pick. Neo, remember from Season 2, had one of the highest KDAs as well. These are aggressive players. I'm loving to see the picks that they're creating for Xylo.
Yeah, definitely. Really good inkjet kill there on the Hydra. That's going to definitely put him back for a little bit. Right now, rain coming out from, and missiles coming out from WBG, although the CS does go down, so it's going to be a 3v4 push. You do get the pick on the T-Tech, so now 3v3 situation for these teams.
Yeah, Ninja with that nice pick, opening things up. West Broadway going to get it, and then another kill from Ninja. Let's see how many he can get. This is an interesting setup here. 3v3 on the map. West Broadway need to hold on to this, I feel like, a little bit longer. Just now finally getting through the penalty.
Does get the pick on the Zap, though, and that's going to be a bomb rush as well, and that's just going to be pretty much West Broadway's push already done.
Oh, it's feeling really tough for West Broadway, but remember, they lost this game in the first series as well and bounced back. Maybe just perhaps not their map and mode.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Xylo is definitely doing a good job here with control. Like, every time they lose control, they get their specials and just push back together as a team. And Neo and Blue are just getting those picks on the take-back. So it just ends up working out. Although, again, we have a 2-2 situation here.
Yeah, Sam, if you can win that.
Action gets the pick.
That would have been huge action, though. Yeah, that could close out the game.
And Action has armor as well here for the last seconds. Can just pop in. That's going to be getting get the double. Oh, they got to keep zone, though.
Yeah, that's going to happen,
That's going to be game.
Xylo popping off. You saw Sam with a chance to get a kill onto Action, and then would have gotten that squid jumping in, getting 2 kills there. Instead, Action wins that duel, gets a double at the end. Xylo going up 1-0. You can see, again, no Blue taking the top of that KA, but the rest of the team doing well. And Xylo just edging them out. I don't know, what did you guys think? It felt pretty Xylo dominant, but it did feel somewhat close.
My opinion, that was mostly like Xylo dominant. Pretty much every time WBG got control, they either lost it pretty much second after a team fight, or after like Xylo come back, they just get their specials. One of either Blue or Neo or Action would find a pick, and then they would just push in with specials. And pretty much in a 4v3 situation with the other team having specials, you can't do much there except just back up and stay alive. And sometimes WBG didn't end up backing up, so Xylo just went in and got the picks and pretty much made team wipes all day long.
Yeah, Zach, what do you think watching West Broadway? You said after that match 1 victory, they were going to do it here again. Do you feel a little bit more nervous after that match 1?
I think more than anything, West Broadway zones is just not really their mode. I do feel pretty confident going into tower control that they'll be able to at least hold their own here.
Yeah, we saw that Hydra pick. We've kept coming back to it today because it's just such an odd pick coming out from Devi, but they made it work last time. They were able to hold on to that 5-point victory on tower control. Let's see if they can do it again. Both teams are ready, so let's just jump straight into tower control. West Broadway trying to even it up 1-1. Xylo trying to go up 2-0 and make this a short series. We'll see what's going to happen.
Hoping to see from Xylo still with that inkjet and maybe a ray from the Charger, which could definitely displace Debbie or get the pick on her. So we'll see now what they're running. And we see Neo on that famous K-Pro of his. This is going to be a get frag out game for him, I think. And also Ray Charger.
Look how much main power up they have on one team, man. They are going for kills and kills only.
Blue here with the splash. It's going to be just shrugging around tower. I don't think anyone really knows where he is, so he's just kind of chilling here. He's going to have bomb rush already here now. Probably going to wait for her to use it.
Yeah, bomb rush can be good for defending that tower. It'll be interesting to see how they can use it to get some control and get the pick started. Not going to use the inkjet. Going to go out though for West Broadway. Not finding anything yet.
Does go down. Maybe 2 down. Maybe on West Broadway. Wait. T-Tech stays alive for the time being. Does go down though. That's going to be 3 down for West Broadway. Xylo just played that. Just made West Broadway rushed them and then just completely countered them.
Yeah, and now you get to see No push up with that Booyah Bomb for the safety. Can he get some picks here? Because already using those specials, this is huge. They're going to get through maybe 2 checkpoints if they can keep this push going. Stingray out as well. 4v3. Jim trying to do something about it, but it just seems like Xylo has the control. They have the specials, and they are pushed up and ready to go.
That 2 checkpoint is going to be very hard to come back from. I'm feeling pretty confident this will go to Xylo.
Yeah, for right now, although Hydra's trying to put pressure on the tower, all in general, another Booyah coming out. Not in the best spot, though, so he's going to go down.
Yeah, and we remember
So,
last time
right
West Broadway got a point push all the way to 20, so we know that they can push past this 38. It's definitely not over with 3 minutes left, even though that was a fantastic push from Xylo. West Broadway gotta get something going, though, because they keep falling to these random picks on the sides.
Right now, just Blue and Neo just putting in that work with the picks. Also, the charge there, getting the pick on Debbie with the Ray, just like I said, would be a good option for that. Armor now coming out, although that Blue still does get picked. Nin trying to back up here to get some top right control. Dino gonna back up. Action staying alone on tower. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, another defense by West Broadway. I think they've gotten them far enough back again. Stop the push. No, with some nice kills, though. Double.
He's gonna get a double.
Can he get
Maybe
the triple?
a triple here.
Oh, Debbie with some nice
He gets a
moves.
bit too greedy for the Hydra.
Debbie with the
That's
sweet
close.
feet on the Hydra. That's not something that you normally see.
But again, Xylo is gonna push again right now. They just have control still. They have Ray. They have Bomb Rush. West Broadway's just struggling to get the control. As I say that though, West Broadway gets 2 picks and Debbie does pop armor, so this could be a change pace here.
They gotta get some paint. They gotta get some people, some Slayers up in the front, though. You can still see that they're not quite close enough to get Dino off of this charger. Maybe Sam can do
jump
something.
out
It's gonna be hard,
Ray.
though. Yeah.
Oh, again, just 2 go down West Broadway. Sam's on his own, maybe looking for a shark pick. He's not able to get it as they just catch him out and kill him. Debbie now is going to be forced to back up. Maybe to hold ground so they don't get another massive push. Actually, she's on her own there on the left. Now it's going to be a 4v3 situation for a little bit for Xylo.
It just feels so hard for West Broadway. I mean, they're playing well, but Xylo is just getting so many picks, creating so much aggression. It just feels like so hard for West Broadway to get a push that would actually get them past this 30 marker.
Yeah, Xylo, sometimes like West Broadway just does get control, but then one person from that Xylo is able to get like a kill or a double, and that kind of just stops everything.
Yeah, minute left in the cards. Can Fate take this back for West Broadway? They're going to have a tough task, especially with Dino getting some kills here back on the sniper. It is a 2v3, maybe a chance for them to get something going, but a Stingray out from Dino is probably going to stop their push whenever they start to make one.
Dino's playing really smart right now.
There's so much green on the map, and even when it looks like WBG might be able to take control, Xylo again and again just capitalizes with their map control.
Yeah, but if Ninja can get some picks, he's very deep. That's maybe a little too deep. Going to go down.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
took too long, and they were able to catch him up before he could do anything. Dino with a good pick there.
Yeah.
It's going to be just jam on his own there, and unfortunately now it's going to be Hydra. Although the Hydras have a jump and does get a pick. Fortune jump goes down, Debbie goes down as well, and that's going to be the push and possibly game.
Yeah, it's possibly game right there. It felt like West Broadway finally had the chance. They finally had the aggression, the map control to get something done. But as soon as that happens, Dino with a couple great picks, some great defense. So not only does Xylo have the aggression they need, they seem to have a defense that's also making it really tough for West Broadway. They might have one more chance if they can get to the tower. It's going to be very difficult. 2 picks, though.
Right now, it's the Chardo is close to Ray. Dino here is going to try to get that as soon as he can to pop it.
Stingray, though, to make the stop. Booyah as well.
Also coming out.
Debbie goes down.
Neo just going for tower on his own.
Yeah.
But the Ray is just taking care of the work, and that's pretty much it. Xylo takes game 2, and they're now up 2-0.
Sadly, do not believe in miracles there. West Broadway, couple chances, but it just seemed like Xylo had their number pretty much that whole game long, and you can see No doing it again, being a KA dominator, 16 KA there. We saw that from him in Season 2. he is ready for season 3, already popping off, already wants to be in that MVP discussion moving forward. And Xylo going up 2-0 now. Zach, you said you weren't sweating it before, but are you now?
You know, the big question I have is, was this West Broadway win last game, was it a fluke? Is Xylo the stronger team here above West Broadway? I think the answer is yes. I think West Broadway taking that last series was a little bit of a fluke, and I think that we saw some better players last set. And I think that Xylo is going to be able to take victory maybe once and for all. I'm sorry that I'm letting them down with no optimism, but
yeah,
love them to death.
Okay, well, we'll see. They are subbing out Blue for Bar, so that will be interesting for Xylo to see if that really makes a difference. I don't know if that's a strategic thing specifically for the Rainmaker match, but we'll see how that plays off. Blue was playing pretty well, so who knows? Maybe they're just trying to get Bar some experience here. IPS, how can West Broadway win this Rainmaker game? We saw them do it with a miracle, 30-second pop-off push in their first series. I don't know if that's going to happen against Xylo here, though, this series. What do you think they need to do to get this win?
I feel like West Broadway, their last win definitely was a fluke. They did outplay Symphony last set. I think right now, though, they've met a real roadblock because I feel like Xylo right now is definitely the best team in Amateur League. So it's kind of a roadblock for all the teams here in Amateur is to beat Xylo, to get, to go past like what Xylo does. And I feel like West Broadway's not going to be able to do what they did against Symphony here against Xylo, because Xylo's going to know that what West Broadway is going to try to do, and they're going to make sure they're together so you don't get picked off like Symphony did. And yeah, I feel like right now just Neo and Blue, who currently is subbed out, but either way, maybe Bar has someone to sleep as well, but mainly Neo is just coming in here, is just getting picks, and it's just creating so many opportunities for Xylo. And WPG doesn't seem to be able to find anything to really stop Neo. He's just a machine, and he's just going right through them.
Well, let's see what happens. We are ready for game number 3. West Broadway need this win to keep us going. Can they get another Rainmaker win? This would be pretty great if they could. All right, this time again, West Broadway is going to be in the green on Team Alpha. And we got Xylo rocking the pink magenta colors. And IPS, what are you seeing here out of their team comps?
I'm seeing actually a Bomber's Charger coming out from Dino, which isn't too unorthodox. With Bombers, you can easily get quick pop, so definitely is a pretty decent option. Meanwhile, WBG, we just see the tried and true comp of just Shot, CDS, Hydra, and Neo getting a pick there on Debbie, so already couldn't put Xylo an advantage here.
Yeah, it's not a great sign. I mean, you should not see Neo being able to pop off and get their backliner just like that. Will maybe misstep by West Broadway there, although it doesn't look like they're going to be punished too hard quite yet.
Two shots down. Neo looking here for a pick on the splash, does get it. Right now, Neo is just getting these slow picks, and they're not really trying to move him, so he's just there, free to do what he wants. Neo pops a Booyah, and Dino is going to go with that, getting it to 48. Although Debbie does go down here, maybe a pop coming from Bar here. Bar's going to go with the rain, go with 15. And it's still a 3v2 situation, so if Xylo can keep it going here, they can keep getting this push. Although Gem does pop missiles, maybe going to push them back now.
Ooh, backed into the corner. This is very dangerous for West Broadway. I think they're going to get the stop, but man, oh man, that was a great push by Xylo. Already to 15, as you said. That's going to be a tough task for them to actually get the lead.
Pick. Bar right now is just doing work, and that's going to be a push now for Xylo.
Yeah, finally, they're going to touch the Rainmaker after a minute and a half of play. What can they do with it is the question. They got to get this Rainmaker protected. Ink armor out, that's going to help them at least for now.
They've popped both their specials here, so Xylo's just playing smart right now. They're just waiting for those specials to blast off, and they're just going to use theirs now. And WGB really doesn't have anything to do now.
Yeah, and see those missiles forcing the Rainmaker out too, and Dino just able to force him out and then just smack him down with that snipe. And that's it. That's it. 73, just not going to make it happen. Xylo just seems to have their number all across the board.
Right now, Dino here with that bomb rush. Nin here just trying to back off of that bomb rush, trying to not die to it. Missiles do come out the side of WBG though. And then missiles go right back at WBG as well from Xylo. CS does go down. Gem looking for the pick on the Ranger. Does get it by sharking on the snipe here. He's going to be looking over maybe to get the pop. We have a 4v2 situation here now, so WBG should be able to push up and maybe get some control for themselves.
Yeah, if they can kill No, that's the key. We've been saying it all game long. No, no, no. He's been popping off. And again, another kill. Can he find his second?
He's just waiting for his prey, man. They just walk into him and he just gets those picks.
He's like
and
a
if they don't walk
piranha.
into him, he pushes himself.
He's a piranha waiting in waters, just snapping down his jaws. Every time West Broadway tries to do something, they are not the ones to grill today. They are getting grilled by Neo time and time again. This is just...
As you say that, Neo does go down though, but either way, Sam's now the only one left alive, so didn't really mean much at the current moment.
Full wipe.
Well, Dino is going to grab the Rainmaker now, bring it left, just putting more, just pretty much just pushing West Broadway back as much as possible and wasting as much time as possible as well.
Yeah, minute 20 left. I don't see how West Broadway get back into this. Maybe these missiles help start something if they can get one pick. No, they do go down.
The shot goes down instead. Right now, 3v3 situation though. Splash has to push the Rainmaker, does go down.
Sam had a chance, but again, Neo was there to make the stop. Dino still holding on to the thing. He's held on to it for almost a full minute now. In a 4v3, it doesn't look like West Broadway's able to get to this Rainmaker.
Gonna get a pick on this shot. The
Holy
Splash
cow.
might be going for a desperate push at this point.
Talk about
Dino could just run. Honestly, Xylo could push this if they wanted to, but again, they're trying to stall time.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the greatest stalls I've ever seen on Rainmaker, and Dino just holding on to this forever. Does reset it, and no, it doesn't get to jump off, so that looks like it's just going to be stuck there.
That's pretty smart. Instead of moving it back mid, now Xylo has it pushed left with control on left, which means basically West Broadway Gorillas has to play their game. You know, you gotta come push us at left, you gotta come get the pop at left, you gotta come fight us left, you can't go back to mid no more.
Yeah, two go down. Who knows, Debbie and Sam, but they don't see No.
Neo just with the shark.
Sam's got to get the kill. They do trade.
Gets the trade.
Oh my gosh.
Get ready to get Rainmaker just in time.
This would be
right
the play of the century. If West Broadway take this game, I don't even know what to believe about life anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
Armors are already up for the side Xylo. So unfortunately, one does go down, two go down.
Yeah.
Rainmaker's on his own.
Debbie trying.
Actually, Debbie's there to help him.
Oh,
Unfortunately, Niz.
Poor
See how beautiful
Squidling.
they cornered him, though.
I
Just
mean,
like that, we got our first sweep.
jeez. Wow.
From Xylo, who are showing just how dominant they are. So.
Yeah, I mean, that was impressive stuff from Xylo. 15 kills from Neo coming out there, popping off, looking for that player of the week, and I'm sure he's going to be the one to get it unless something else happens in this last fifth matchup after this.
Set, so.
But, I mean, that was impressive. Definitely MVP of the series. And it sets up for an interesting storyline because now you have... You know, we talked about Symphony, we talked about West Broadway Grillers, and Xylo possibly being the best three teams. Well, we saw West Broadway take down Symphony, and now we see Xylo sweep West Broadway. It's got to get you thinking, man, is Xylo just, as you guys said at the beginning of the stream, going to win this whole league? Or can anyone actually improve enough to catch them over the next month and a half? I don't know. It's going to be really interesting.
What I'm seeing right now, in my personal opinion, is we got... Of course, we still got to see this fifth match now to see what OO Gang and Red Sun's about. But currently, from what I'm seeing here with Symphony, West Broadway, and Xylos, I feel like Symphony and West Broadway are pretty equal in terms of skill level. They have a really close set. I mean, well, Xylos just on somewhat right now, kind of another level. Not an insane amount, but you just saw there they were insanely dominant. Pretty much all three games, they always had control. There never really was a time where West Broadway had a for certain push because they always just had, there was always Neo the main person, the main man himself was just Neo. He was always getting those picks. Even at the end of that Rainmaker game,
Yeah.
they thought they had him wiped. They had them wiped, but he just got 2 picks and basically kind of slowed down the final push of the game there a lot more.
Yeah.
So I feel like West Broadway and Symphony can improve to a point to beat Xylo. They still got a lot of weeks. They got a lot more matches, and they might meet Xylo in playoffs. So they're gonna have to practice to beat them. But for now, in my opinion, it seems like Xylo right now is the dominant team in this league.
Zach, what are you feeling about West Broadway Grillers? They did get that 3-1 against Symphony. Now 0-3 though against Xylo. What are their odds moving forward after this week 1? I mean, how do you go forward as a team? How do you think they should be feeling right now?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think they had 3 big victories, obviously. But this being the first team in the league to get swept is probably not a great feeling either. I think that there is a lot of room for improvement for WBG, but I also think that Xylo, as IPS has been saying, they have a really good shot of taking this entire season. So I don't think that it's anything to be too ashamed of, and I'm positive they can come back from it.
Yeah. And, we talk about West Broadway Symphony and Xylo being the top 3. We don't even know that, to be fair. These are just guesses by people that have seen these teams a little bit here and there. Who knows? We still haven't seen, as you said, IPS Red Sun or OO Gang. We're going to see that in match number 5. Tent Supremacy.
We haven't seen Tent Supremacy.
Yeah, Tent Supremacy, as you said, not till next week. So this is just, week 1 hypotheticals, but it is cool to think about in a world where, you got West Broadway and Symphony trying to catch up one day in the playoffs for Xylo to actually, can they catch them in this month and a half regular season going into playoffs if they all, make it there. So interesting storylines. It's fun to see some of these top teams really go at it in week 1. And now we get to see OO Gang and Red Sun, how they perform. So we're going to take a couple-minute break. On the other side, we will see that matchup as our last game of the day. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in a couple minutes. We are back and at it, guys. It has been a Hype 4 series already, and we are now ending today with another Hype series, I believe, Red Sun versus Oh Whoa Gang. So throw your predictions with your channel points, and we'll see what happens in this final matchup. We've had so much great action already, so thank you guys for watching. To those that have followed, donated, subbed, all those stuff. The last couple follows, Clementia, Tina, and Azo Space. Thank you guys for those follows as well. And as we get the teams ready, let's talk and meet Red Sun and OO Gang for those of us who don't know who are on what team. For OO, we got Shogun Yums, team captain, and on the team we got Sleepy, Kalos, Falcon, Matt, and it is, I believe one of those players is Epic Spy. I cannot remember which one it is, but they got a pretty good lineup here. And IPS, do you recognize any of that team?
I haven't really heard of this team at all, I'm going to be honest, but yeah, I haven't heard of this team at all, to be honest, so this is definitely going to be nice to see who they are, how they play, and all that.
They're taking it home, baby. Let's go.
Do you feel confident in them, Zach, after seeing their team photo here?
Literally no question. Their logo is sand.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember, Epic Spy must be Sleepy because, I don't know, I feel like Epic Spy always uses the leader when I watch him play, so... Meanwhile, Red Sun, headed up by Delta. On the team is Beam, Vertigo, Admir, Tina. IPS, do you recognize any of those players, or is this an unknown team to you as well?
I think I recognize Tina. I think she's an Octobrush main. So I definitely recognize that name, I think. And I also saw them get pretty decent placing in the last SAC tournament, I believe. I think getting second or first in the silver bracket. So definitely a team that has proven themselves to be pretty all right. Yeah. And yeah.
All right, well, we have a minute till game one. Zach, do I even need to ask you what your prediction is here?
Literally no question. OWO Gang is not only taking this game, but the whole tournament. I don't even need to watch.
Okay. All right, IPS, do you agree with Zach here, or are you taking Red Sun this time around?
Right, I'm going with Red Sun.
All right.
I feel like I haven't seen anything from OWO Gang, and I've seen Red Sun like the results, so I feel like Red Sun here has the edge. They play at that level. Okay. So yeah.
I'm going to be taking Red Sun as well, just to troll Zach, because honestly, I know you're just picking OWO Gang because of their name, and so, I got to pick Red Sun, so.
Rude.
All right, well, teams are ready now for match one. This is the last series of the day, so hopefully we get another close series. It's been great action all day. This time around, Red Sun, OWO Gang, starting again, Splat Zones, Gobi Arena. Let's see who's going to take this last victory of the day.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these two teams are going to run. Let's see what they got.
All right, here we go. We got Red Sun in the turquoise. We got OWO in the orange. Of course, E-Leader coming out from Sleepy. No surprise there. But what else are you seeing on the map, IPS?
Well, what I see here from Red Sun, we have that Tenebrella. I think that's the first time we've seen it all day in general, I think, so far. And, definitely a really good weapon in zones, especially those bubbles and the beacons. Other than that, it's a pretty standard comp. Meanwhile, on the side of OWO Gang, we have those Tetras and the Vsauce again. Again, like I said, Vsauce pretty underrated. It can actually be really solid, as also explaining this. Sleepy gets a really good pick. But
could open up for a zone flip there, as you called out.
Yeah. Also, another thing I noticed is that it's not dark Tetras coming from OWO Gang. It's light Tetras, which means it does have Sprinkler Auto Rush, I believe. So definitely interesting. I haven't seen that weapon play in a pretty long time.
Well, playing a little too aggressive there. That one's not going to work at this level of play. Red Sun hip to the moves of OO Gang, but so far OO Gang taking the lead now just by a point. This looks like it's going to be a very back and forth match.
Your ad, you're trying to look for a pick. Fortunately, get one. It's going to stay around that stands area, pretty much acting as the backline in the sense for Red Sun here, and we're just seeing a massive team fight here in mid.
Beam double kill, I believe, right there.
Red Sun.
Nice pick up there.
Red Sun here.
Red Sun going to be able to get a lot of control. You can see they're already pushed up quite a bit. Falcon's going to try to come from the edge. Let's see if Falcon can get anything done here under pressure.
Getting pretty much pushed back. He is close to bomb rush though. And that's the bomb himself.
Delta there with some great bomb throws. Red Sun still got the advantage. Ink Armor out. They're going to, I think, recap the zone and get this lead even going. 4-3 now. This is looking real rough for OO. Yeah,
definitely now it's a 4v2. This is going to be pretty much game. The bomb rush goes down as well. Just last-ditch missiles from Show, but yeah, it's not going to happen there.
It looks like this could be a close back and forth. OO able to cap that, take the lead for a moment, but then Red Sun really just dominating the rest of the game there. Some great play out of them, and they're going to take game number 1. Delta and Ad there with 5k, but really the whole team pretty dang close in KA. Delta with 4 armors, though. That's a pretty big help to the team, and just able to squeak out that win there over OO Gang. IPS, how'd they get that one done?
Well, honestly, I feel like OO Gang was kind of more or less mostly the Tetris, but in general, as well as the team together, they kind of were just going into situations without much preparation. Like, they just were going in and they just died because pretty much they were just leaving themselves wide open to get pushed. And we saw there, for example, just Ad and Beam were able to just take advantage of that and just go in and get the picks. You know, if you're going to leave yourself wide open or a splash is just going to push you and get the pick on you. So definitely OO Gang needs to try push together as a team. It needs to try push more. I don't know which way to put it really, but definitely not push themselves in like just a wide open area to be able to get rushed or picked really easily, because sometimes they were just trying to use their specials in a very easy area to get picked off, and the special basically just got canceled. Yeah.
I mean, I am interested for tower control here. Sleepy on that E-leader. I believe is probably going to go with the E-leader again. Maybe we can get some stuff from the back line going. Zach, another one of your predictions here, going down 0-1 to start off.
I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about.
I feel like Zach, whoever you predict always loses the first game, so maybe that's a curse from you?
Well, look, here it is. OO Gang is hip to the moves. All right. They're just trying to obviously bait Red Sun into thinking that they are a bad team. Okay. So going into game 2, not worried about it. OO Gang has got this figured out.
All right. Well, as Peach said, if Red Sun wins, Zach is canceled. We'll see if that happens. We are ready now for game number 2 between Red Sun and OO Gang.
Yeah, Zach right now kind of sounding like he's in denial, but what can you do, you know?
All right, Red Sun in the yellow, OO Gang here in the purple. Let's see who's going to win game number 2.
2 interesting picks I already see here. We have the Kunder coming out from Falcon. He's getting off touchdown to Kunder, which is honestly something I haven't seen in a very long time. But definitely a good pick for Tower with the torpedoes. And on the other hand, coming from the Tenebrella from the last game, he is now playing Vibrella, which is a weapon that hasn't been, around since pretty much early days of Splatoon 2. So definitely interesting to see that here.
It's really interesting to see Red Sun really rely on this Nautilus as pretty much their only form of backline, if you even want to call it that. Although right now he's frontlining with this Inkjet and a wipe.
A wipe and a OO Gang. Pretty much just collapsing on them together to get those picks, and this is going to be pretty much a really big push now for Red Sun, like now being here, popping armor.
That's
He's gonna
just-
push
yeah.
up. He's gonna go for the picks. He gets one.
Beam
He's going for the
two.
Thunder two. He gets two.
Oh my
He's gonna go
God.
for the triple here. Maybe gets it. He goes down. But still a really good double, and the Charger gets a nice pick, and the push is gonna be over.
Sleep keeping him in this game there with that nice pick. But yeah, as you said, I mean, beam on that ends up popping off. If he would have got that triple, maybe a KO could have ensued, but unfortunately doesn't get it. But still, quite a lot of points there starting off the game for Red Sun.
Right now we see the Brella is down again on the side of Red Sun here. Now Booyah Bomb coming out of Owo Gang is going to make Delta have to back up insanely hard here. Still with his teammates, so he doesn't go all the way back. Carlos here going around the left side, maybe for a flank, but does get spotted, so he won't be able to go for it completely. Falcon here just trying to ride this tower. He's not going to get taken out.
Yeah, but their push seems to be stalled out. I don't know if they're really going to be able to keep this going before. They need some picks to keep this going. Vertigo going to be in some danger here. He does go down.
Yeah, he's able to get out the rain, but it's going to be a 2-4 situation. I think right here, Wogang is going to get a push. As I said, the pro does go down.
Oh, Admir,
the
though.
Nautilus just waiting there.
They didn't check the
Pounce on
corner.
him.
That's just such a common place for people to shark and sit, and they didn't check it. And that's going to punish them with that Nautilus sitting up there. Really just stalls out their push and ends it. Now it's going back the other way.
Yep. It's going to be armor pop for 3 people as they try to push Gable and mid. Gable does go down. It's now a 3-3 situation with OO Gang kind of backed up into their plat here. Just pretty much kind of letting Red Sun just push in, which I don't think with the weapons right now there is a good option. But as I say that, the Zap does go down, so maybe it was a good option after all. Ad here against the K-Pro does get the pick.
Keep the tower back in the middle. The unfortunate thing for OO Gang is they didn't get through that checkpoint. That's going to make it even harder now to take the lead. If they would have gotten that, I would have had a little more hope in them actually winning this game, but that's going to make it tough.
Very unfortunate. Now, K-Pro trying to go in to get picked, gets 1. Looking for maybe 2 here, kind of on his own. Surviving just by nickel, and he does go down though to Zap.
Yeah, Beam with a nice
Zap.
pick again.
Now, armor coming out from Red Sun. Maybe they might try to chain the other one and make a push. No one really right now in the front of tower. As I say that, they do come back to try help. Falcon right now with the Thunder.
Look
on his
how
own here,
far they're
trying to
pushed up.
survive.
I mean, they're playing this very aggressive right now.
Falcon trades with Delta up there, and Vertigo here is going to try to just push this. And he just got a couple more points.
Sleepy with a nice pick. Now it's a 4v2. They stop the push. That's what they need to do. Now they have a minute to try to get this one back, but look at all the paint that they need to get out there, and Red Sun's going to be in the defense. Can they hold on to this lead?
Yeah, right now, Red Sun just trying to get their specials. They already have Ancient online, trying to get their 2 armors online as well, which would be really good for the defense. Booyah coming out from OO Gang. It's not going to get anything done. The arm coming out from Delta. Delta gets 1 pick. He's going to go and push the tower now. Gets the shield off of Falcon. He's going to go for the tower fight. Does get 1 there, and it's going to be now a wipe on OO Gang.
Wow, that was unfortunate. They had one more chance. They kind of fumbled it there at the end. Whew, could have been that time to take the lead, but with 30 seconds left now, I don't know if they get a real chance unless they get a pick or 2 right away.
Yeah, the only way they're going to really be able to get a pick here, I think, is if Red Sun dies like that. Just happened right there. So now maybe an opportunity for OO Gang to get a second try at their push. They're pretty decently close to a couple of specialties. They have Booyah at the ready. They're going to use Booyah. Armor's ready too. They already used that as well. Brella's right in front of them. They do get the Brella.
Again, Nautilus from the side.
Once again, they do get Tower. That Ancient
They
just
were-
pretty much denying Tower.
They were alive, but again, it was that corner pocket where they just, unfortunately, couldn't figure out how to get the Nautilus out from there. The Junior was there on 1 push too, and from that position, it seemed like they stopped the push every single time. Beam and Delta popping off 15 and 13 KA, 11 armors between just the 2 of them, and Red Sun now go up 2-0 over OO Gang.
Yeah.
As you can see, OO Gang is still trying to do this interesting strategy that we haven't seen before in esports. going in and just showing at the very end that they could have taken it, they could have won, but they decided not to. I think that's a huge, ginormous brain move on their part. Excited
totally.
to see this 3-2 reverse sweep.
Yeah. Thank you, Kaio, for hosting our channel. We do have a sub from both teams, or I think Matt maybe just disconnected and came back in, and then Tina coming in for Red Sun. So we'll see if that plays out on Rainmaker any different here. Guys, is there any hope for OO Gang now down 2-0? Is this another sweep coming out here today?
Kind of going to be blunt here. I feel like they're right now, Red Sun is just really the better team. If OO Gang really want to get back to Red Sun, they have to start kind of paying attention to Sharks. That's the main thing.
IPS, you're really disrespecting their strategy right now. Don't appreciate that.
Right, whatever you say, Zach. But pretty much that skipper game, 2 times the Nautilus was able just to shark the same spot, and the second time it was for the game ender where he just got the inkjet and was basically just getting them off tower. So if one thing's for sure, Wogang needs to pretty much be more aware of where the enemy is, especially now since Tina's subbing in, and if I'm correct, she is a brush player. So if they don't watch out for that, there definitely is going to be some issues here.
Yeah, well, we'll see if OO can extend this series. Right now, they are in danger of taking an 0-1 sweep from Red Sun. So they need this victory to stay in it. Players are ready, so let's jump into it, see if OO Gang can push us to a Game 4 out of this best of 5.
All right, let's see what the comps are going to look like now with the substitutes. Pretty interesting to see what we got here on Rainmaker Snapper.
All right, Delta gonna be here in the purple, OO Gang in the green, needing this victory, and I'm seeing 2 brushes. IPS, what is that about?
Well, I knew Tina was gonna go brush, but I'm pretty surprised by Show here going to brush as well. Although we do see the CJ coming out from Kalos with all the special charge up, and also the squeezer for those bubbles. But other than that, pretty much Red Sun's running the same comp just with a brush now. Deltier's going all the way up now. It's gonna go down. Right now, 42 situation.
Yeah. Also seeing that champagne bottle being brought out here today. Maybe a victory from the champagne bottle. You know, they can pop it. We'll see. And early aggression from Red Sun doesn't lead to much. Only 30 points here. And OO Gang, still though, they didn't get a chance to even grab the Rainmaker and going down. Yeah. Now it's going to be a huge push for Red Sun possibly.
Well, they got to grab the Rainmaker first. Which they did not do.
Ooh, resets. They're going for
picks. They forgot about the objective. That
was huge. They could have taken that and maybe scored big there. I mean, they're going to get it back here, but now a harder path to score big.
Yeah, Brush already on the left, 2 already on the left side. Although they're just going in alone, and they're pretty much going to get picked off. Beam's going to go off, and just going to go.
Yeah, this is a 3v1.
Really good right now.
If they're not careful, the dunk is incoming. Beam goes up, he goes.
Oh, he goes, gets out the 1. It's just the brush though. If the brush get that kill on the knot, or just get the pop and get that Rainmaker out of there,
man,
it could stop it here.
Goes up for
the brush there by Show, but still gonna go down to the Nautilus.
Yeah. That was one of those go up for the dunk and then you smack your basketball against the rim and it goes flying. But to be fair, 1 point away from a KO. This is going to force OO, if they want to stay in this series, to have to get the complete KO to win this.
No, again, it's the crazy strategy here. They know what they're doing, guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, man.
Zach, predictions ain't looking too good.
Stop it. Stop.
Siv's back now, bro.
Swift coming back for the clutch moment.
He's gonna kill Delta.
Can we get the insane 100-0 or 100-1 win here? I don't think so, but hey, crazy things have happened on Rainmaker, and you know, I think there's still a 2% chance here.
Right now, Logan just gotta get there. He's gotta get it together, but still, just Red Sun here. They have a push to 1, but they keep pushing. They keep getting kills. They're basically just not giving OO Gang a chance to even touch that Rainmaker, and it's really the false water.
And honestly, even though they're getting these Stingrays out here, I don't feel like the Stingrays have been effective as they could be. And now we're seeing them. It just feels like Red Sun is just really dominating them, just kind of toying with their food almost here.
Yeah, pretty
Delta
much.
does a little
Delta
dance.
Does again just 2 down. Ray coming out on the left side there. Just get the pick. Kalos here. So is React. I dodge the missiles. Look for another pick. Doesn't get it. 3-3 situation now here. Rainmaker is still just pushing up, going just for that pressure.
I mean, OO Gang hasn't even gotten a point this match. They haven't even gotten the Rainmaker to the other side of the map. That's one of the easiest things to do. I mean, this is just, it's looking pretty rough, guys.
Seeing there, unfortunately, goes down with the hammer. We're going to see maybe a chance now for OO Gang to get that Rainmaker and finally get the map control they need to actually make a push.
Pop
Right now,
armor, but Zap goes down. It's just they're not capitalizing.
I mean, they had 4 specials ready too, and they didn't get to use any of them yet.
Yeah, they're just kind of, like the armor goes off, but they're not pushing with it, and that's pretty much a really big issue. Again here now, Brush going in the top right. Maybe gonna try to get the drop in Ranger. Does get the drop. Once again here, 4v2 situation. OO Gang has to just go and do something.
Delta's just trolling there. I mean, he's just trying to pop off for fun. I mean, he's trying to take a 1v3s. That's how confident Red Sun is right now that they're going to win this game.
Definitely right now. Finally, a Rainmaker grab on the side of OO Gang.
They scored points.
Maybe going to start getting points.
They will get the points.
Okay,
3v3 bubble, maybe?
The bubbles?
There's a chance.
2v2.
But then not.
I mean, a good score there at least. But
Rush gonna get the pick there, but also go down. Delta's gonna bring the Rainmaker. Okay, he's gonna stand there with the Rainmaker.
Delta is disrespectful.
Yeah,
disrespectful, man.
I think they deserve it, right but yeah, I mean some disrespect coming out. But I mean, Red Sun did really dominate, even though OO was able to get that kind of last push. It is going to be a sweep from Red Sun. They are going to get a week 1 victory over OO Gang. And not the close series that maybe we thought we were going to see today. Red Sun definitely dominating. Admir, 16 KA, Delta 12, Beam 11. I mean, they're out there having fun right now. I mean, once they got to that Rainmaker push to 1 point, it just seemed like they were just kind of messing around, having some fun, and trying to get as many kills as they could.
A very clear win from OO Gang, obviously. But obviously Delta's disrespect at the end did stop that victory from happening. In my book, OO Gang did take that clear sweep 3-0.
In my book, Zach trolling harder than anyone else.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Zach is trolling harder than Delta here. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, man. All right. Well, Swift, now that you come back in, seeing Red Sun dominate OO Gang, is Red Sun a top-tier team in this league?
I said at the beginning of the stream, Xylo first, West Brawl Regular second, Red Sun third. Definitely.
All right. And IPS, what are you thinking about OO Gang after getting 0-3'd after Red Sun? Is there...
Right now...
What do they need to do?
What I'm seeing right now, we got Xylo on the top, like right on the tippity top. Then we have pretty much this... I feel like what's going to happen is we're going to see in the later weeks now, we're going to have really close sets, I hope, between Symphony, Red Sun, and West Broadway. And then I feel like those are the main 4 teams. The other 5 teams, you know, they deserve to be an amateur, of course, but I feel like unless they do some catching up, I feel like they're going to be left around the bottom 5 here, while the top 4 teams that I just mentioned are going to be going to the playoffs and playing each other. So we'll see.
So how does a team like OO Gang, you know, we have a 7-week regular season, and they got plenty of matches to improve and play on. How do they get better to actually have a shot going forward at playoffs?
Well, they do have, of course, this to watch. They can watch this back and see how they did in the game. Or if one of them even recorded, they can watch that back. But in general, you know, you gotta just go, okay, we lost 3-0. It's whatever. We can come back next week stronger and so forth. Just gotta look at what happened wrong, what went wrong, and just go into scrims and start working on that. Like, try to focus on that. Don't just go into scrims just for the sake of playing scrims. go into scrims to fix the problems you see, right? You write down those problems. You say, okay, guys, in this scrim, we're going to fix so-and-so. And you go in and fix those things. So then you get better.
Yep. Well, guys, we're going to take a few minute break. I'm not going to give it over to you, Zach, because I know you're just going to troll about OO Gang here. And we're going to move on to our cooldown desk where we'll recap the day. We're going to get an interview from Red Sun's team captain Delta. So that should be interesting to hear them talk about the day. And you'll see next week's schedule and the standings coming up right after this break.
Luke can try all he wants. He can't stop me. He can't stop me. Talking about a woe gang. Wow, they really killed.
Did you really server mute him? Oh my gosh.
right, welcome back to the stream where we just saw Red Sun take down OWO Gang in a 3-0 sweep. We've had incredible Splatoon 2 action today, 5 sets of matches, all of them pretty close, only 2 3-0 sweeps. The rest of them have been quite hype, and now we are going to do an interview if we can get them into the stream here. We'd love to take a listen to our Delta Sun leader, of course. It's going to be, Red Sun's leader, Delta. I was mixing them up backwards. Delta from Red Sun, can you hear us?
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
Nice to be here.
Oh, it's probably especially nice to be here after taking a 3-0 victory for week 1, right?
Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. You can say that.
Tell me about your guys' team, Red Sun. A lot of people are like, maybe I've heard of them kind of, but not really. So how did the team form, and kind of what are your guys' past experiences as a team for Splatoon?
Well, originally we were captained by German, but things happened in the team and whatnot, and it kind of fell through. German left, and then Vesta, who's in Pro League at the moment, also left. But we recently got Admir, our not player, our basically dedicated fake backline, and since then we've been trying to just steadily improve as a team. We've been getting higher and higher placements. Like in SAC recently, we got 3rd in silver. We've been consistently getting better. But yeah, that's where Red Sun is at the moment. We're just trying to become a top mid-level player. I mean, a team, not player.
Yeah, no worries. You're good. Awesome. Well, it's cool to hear about your team. How did you guys feel about week 1? Were you guys nervous coming into this league at all, or are you guys pretty confident?
I think from the get-go we were pretty confident in ourselves. We've been practicing a good amount, and even before we started the games against OWO Gang, we hit up a DMs with Swampy from Symphony, asked them if we could take a quick 2-match scrim before the sets. But yeah, it's definitely felt pretty confident in ourselves.
Good. That's always important, especially going into League Week 1, having some confidence. I don't know if you heard the beginning of the stream at all, but Swift, can you come on here and tell us what were your top 3 rankings again?
It was what's it called? It was Xylo number 1, West Bravo Gorillas number 2, and Red Sun number 3.
Now, Delta, I want to know from you, do you feel like it's a fair evaluation? Would you put yourself, if you had to guess, number 3, higher or lower, or is that correct?
I feel like number 3 spot is very safe, but us and WBG happen to have a nice little conflict from some of the previous tournaments we've been in. So I'd like to say that Red Sun's going to be placed second by the end of the league.
All right, so already some rivalry going on with them, huh? Is that the team you're most looking forward to playing, or is there another team you really want to match up against?
I think we're really just looking forward to playing against everyone. It's always good practice and whatnot, but I think the 2 teams we're mainly looking at is Symphony and WBG. We happen to have really good connections with each other, and we scrim pretty often. We do lots of like random player scrims and whatnot, where we just mix our teams together and play to our best. Yeah. So we're looking to play against them in WTP. I
notice you put yourself up against or above West Broadway in your predictions, but I don't hear you saying we're gonna take down Xylo. Is that the team to beat? Is that the team to fear right now?
What's that about?
Well, I mean, just watching Xylo 3-0 WBG, yeah, I have to say it is a little scary. But this is a 2-month league, so I think by the time that we get there, we might be able to get some games off of Xylo, maybe even win some sets.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking forward to, seeing the improvement in Red Sun as we take on teams that are probably better than us.
Yeah. So speaking of which, you got a 2 months almost regular season. How do you improve as a team over those amount of weeks? What's your guys' strategy?
I like to shout out our coach Dio, because what he tells us is not to just scrim, but have to a reason for the scrim. We have to have somewhere where we want to improve. Like sometimes we'll say we want to improve coordination, so we do call outs or shot calls each other's, or we want to improve our 1v1s and whatnot. So we just try to focus ourselves when it comes to scrims, and that tends to help.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that pays off. IPS and Zach, I love it. Do you guys have any questions to add for Delta?
Yeah, of course. Chicken nuggets or chicken strips?
Ooh, chicken nuggets.
Okay, why?
My boy.
Yeah, jeez.
Do you have a detailed answer of why?
I think I'm kind of forced to. If I didn't say chicken nuggets, my girlfriend would probably kill me.
Got it.
That's a pretty good reason.
I have a question as well.
What's up, Swift?
Delta, do you like Dr. Pepper or Coke?
Oh, they're both pretty good, but I like Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Pepper. Let's go.
All right, IPS, any questions from you for Delta?
Well, my question is, right, going into next week, what is your plan going on from now? You already won 3-0 your first set, right?
Right.
What are you going to do from now, till next week for your next set? What are you going to do? You're just going to chill back, relax, or you're just going to keep on grinding, keep on scrimming, keep on focusing on getting better?
Even though we got this 3-0, it doesn't mean that we'll just stop right there. We got to continue improving and continue keeping our heads up. We can't have our expectations low for every match we're going into. We're always looking to see a strong opponent and try to win the matches against them. Nothing's slowing us down.
Yeah. No, that's a great mindset as a team, and I would love to hear from you, Delta. For those people that don't know Red Sun, give us a nice, juicy, good reason. Why should people be rooting for Red Sun this season?
Red Sun's just cracked. Straight up.
They're so good.
Our lineup is cracked. Vert is an amazing Brella player. Admir is just amazing on Not. Tina, she does some crazy plays, but they tend to always pay off. And Beam is such a great front line. I mean, I mess around with him all the time and tell him that he's bad, but it's all in good fun because he's a really good player. I think that our team members are really good players, and that, well, we hope to do great in the league.
Awesome. Well, we're excited. We're so glad that you're part of the league. Feel free to stick on. We're going to talk now about where the standings are at. So if you want to stick around and give your opinion, feel free to do so. Now on the stream, you should be able to see standings at the top. Top is Xylo, Red Sun, Kraken, Warriors, all ending the day with a 1-0. We got Regular Gamers and West Broadway tied for 4th at a 1-1. Tent Supremacy yet to play 0-0. They'll play next week. And then OO Gang, Resilience, and Symphony all taking that one loss in week 1. Anything you guys are surprised by after week 1 seeing these standings?
Well, I'm still surprised about the Kraken Warriors win over Regular Gamers. That kind of surprised me a little bit there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else I kind of expected, more or less, except actually Regular Gamers versus Resilience. I expected Resilience to win that one, but Regular Gamers take them out on top. But other than that, the rest of the sets are kind of what I expected.
Anyone else want to throw out their
I'd agree. I think that Kraken. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think that Kraken Warriors are a really good team, and so I expected them, to be honest, to be Regular Gamers. I really do think they're good. I know they just came off like a really good placement in Minnow Cup, so I do believe in them, and I think that they could definitely be one of the better teams in this league.
Delta, you've talked a lot about Xylo and West Broadway Grillers. The two other teams that have a W today, Regular Gamers and Kraken Warriors. What are your thoughts on those teams?
I thought it was really funny watching the stream and just seeing the teams that won their matches lose the next one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So like Resilience would go against Regular Gamers, and then Regular Gamers won, but then they lost to Kraken Warriors, and then WBG won, and they lost to Silo. I thought it was interesting seeing like just the ladder, kind of just good players going against each other and winning their games, kind of. But I hope to see that Kraken Warriors does well for the rest of the league, because their play was very well. I enjoyed watching them play. I really did.
Yeah, I was impressed. Honestly, I didn't know much about them. I thought Regular Gamers might have the upper hand, and so to see Kraken Warriors knock them down a peg and are tied for first, that gives me hope that we could have a really cool, 5-6 teams that are really battling over 4 playoff teams. We'll see. Obviously this is just week 1, so. Speaking of which, we have 6 more weeks to go, and this is next week's schedule. So as I read them off, or you guys can look at the live stream here, I want to hear from you guys what is your match of the week. But we have next week, Temp Supremacy versus Symphony, Regular Gamers versus OO Gang, Xylo versus Resilience, Red Sun versus Resilience, and then West Broadway Grillers taking on Kraken Warriors. Please ignore the wrong graphic. It's not the Academy League, it's Amateur League, and it's again going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time next Friday. But yeah, guys, what do you guys think? What is your hype match of the week?
Well, okay, for the first matchup, 10 Supremacy Symphony, I don't know how that's going to go, because I haven't seen 10 Supremacy play yet. So I feel like that's going to be a bit of a wild card in a sense. We're going to go in first game of the week, basically, and it's just going to be something that we don't really know what to expect. Regular Gamers, WoW Gang, I feel like Regular Gamers is probably going to take that one, in my opinion, as, well, for now, WoW Gang hasn't really showed us much. They got to go back to the drawing board and definitely try improving a couple of things. But for now, Regular Gamers already came with a pretty much nearly a reverse sweep of Kraken Warriors and did take down Resilience 3-1. And for both the Resilience sets, I feel like Xylo and Red Sun are going to take those both, in my opinion, because Xylo already has proven that they're insanely strong, 3-0ing West Broadway. Red Sun also came in here 3-0'd WoW Gang. So definitely, who knows, maybe Resilience could pull off a win against them, but they're going to have a tough schedule next week. And then West Broadway Grillers versus Kraken Warriors, I feel like that right there is going to be the hype set of the week.
Yeah.
Definitely, because you have Kraken Warriors who upset Regular Gamers, and then you have West Broadway Grillers who's currently 1-1. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting to see.
Zach, do you agree? Is that last matchup of the day, is that the hype match?
I agree. That's what I've been thinking about, too. Just that big West Broadway Grillers match. Are they able to pull through? Are they going to prove that their one victory was not a fluke? I'm very curious to find out.
Yeah. Red Sun, is your match the hype matchup? I mean, Colin, you got to represent yourself, right?
No. I have to give this to WBG versus Kraken Warriors. Right. That just sounds awesome. I want to see Devi pull out the Hydra and see how well she plays in those games, as well as the E-leader on Kraken Warriors side. I just want to see the range versus range matchups between those two, and I think they're very even teams too.
Yeah, totally.
So I don't think there's going to be any upsets. It probably get to game 5, and I think that's the best part.
Totally, yeah. I think that is definitely the hype matchup of the week. Swift, since everyone already picked that one, do you have a second matchup would you say is the most hype?
I think that, Ten Supremacy has been proven to be a pretty good team in other tournaments, and I think they can really pull off a win against Symphony, who is a worthy team.
Cool. Well, going to be some interesting things. A lot of teams are going to be in danger of starting 0-2, and if you do that, that's pretty hard to bounce back from. We've seen other teams do it before. We saw Regular Gamers have a rough start last year and able to bounce back. So, you just never know. But that's the exciting thing, is week 2 is going to show us a lot. Week 1 already showed us some. week 2 is going to really balance out those ideas of, okay, who's starting to inch their way to the top and who's in danger of getting eliminated from the playoff race early. So all those things will be coming next week on Friday's stream. Don't forget, tomorrow is Academy League. We got the Inaki and Imperi divisions going off starting at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Sunday is our Pro League action starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So plenty of Splatoon action all weekend. Right now we are going to raid IPL Splatoon because why not just, pass you guys off to more Splatoon action and, annoy them with the hashtag WTP Esports. But Zach, any final words to the stream viewers?
As always, folks, awa awa.
Awa,
Ow. Okay, time to start the raid. Thank you guys so much for watching, and enjoy your day. We will see you guys tomorrow for some more Splatoon action.